Sorry about that. Took me a minute. You there?
I'm here. How you doing?
All right. God, what a stressful end of my day, but all right. How about you?
Oh, we live in the dream here.
Something. Oh, what a day. It's been I feel like it's been one bad news bears day after the next.
No kidding. I can't even figure it out. Like I don't even know what to say today,
I
honestly.
know. Are we gonna daisy chain it or we want to just run with this?
We
It's up
can
to you.
daisy chain it. That way we got extra pieces and parts, but that's
I
entirely up
agree with
to
my
you.
other mic. I don't have the other mic.
We can just stick with one. It'll be fine.
Okay.
You
All
want to
right.
do that? I think Tabby's on the. Oh, main. I can join on the main too. Kind of just jump in and say hi.
What a day. What a day.
Let's see what happens here.
Who's- Now it says I can disconnect from you,
Weird.
but it had you as a multi guest.
Yeah, I just try to see if the other page would allow me to join, but I don't know if it will. What happened?
I mean, I can see if A Jackson will, but I don't know that. I mean, maybe I can hook up the mic to my phone directly and try that. Give it a whirl. I don't know if it'll work. Oh, never mind. This phone has like no battery. Never mind there.
Yeah, it didn't show up as like a request, but that's okay. Hey Tabby, we sounding okay? Everything good on your end?
Check, check.
I think you have a
I turned down the volume. I know it's because I was
setting up the other.
yeah. I was gonna try to join. See if it'll let me do that.
Okay. That's what I was trying to do too, but it wasn't really like letting it happen. There go the dogs.
Of course. All right, I think I'm on both. I don't know if people can hear me on the A Jackson account or not. So, but I think I. Oh, hold on. Hold up. Hold up. What we got here? All right.
Yeah, I see that you joined. It doesn't say that you're.
It has me at the top, but I don't know.
Yeah, let me go back.
I can try
Let me
to.
do this real quick. Um, it just says that it'll disconnect from you from co-host. But if I put it in multi-guest,
Yeah, it says that too for disconnect, which sucks. Probably so we can't do what we're trying to do.
that's exactly it. I think.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me just go ahead and shut this phone off then, because there's no point in. I'd rather just save the battery.
Works for me.
But, you know. Well, and the funny thing is, we took last week off because we had other things unfolding, which we probably at this point should just talk about that because it's not like we're waiting on a lawsuit.
Ah, that's true too. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think anybody's really going to care. It's not like we announced a theme, really. So,
No, you're right. It's been it's been a heck of a.
yeah, it's been a real big letdown for us today. I can tell you that. Like, for those that are tuning in, it's been a big letdown for us for today. We've had a rough day. And we'll get into why.
Yeah, yeah. So there's a lot going on there. Oh,
It's unfortunate. Like, I really had a lot of high hopes for what we were trying. And I mean, I have some ideas. None of them, that was the best of the bunch, which is disappointing at best. To be expect. What the fuck? Hold on. Oh, God. Shit.
you're good.
All right. Well, I guess I'm not going to be able to do it wirelessly.
That's
I don't know
alright.
why my little thingy things just shit the bed, but whatever. All of a sudden, I didn't have sound at all. I'm like, oh, good. Oh, this is good. Off to a hot start.
You're all good. It'll be
Well.
fine.
I will.
We'll get there
Just,
eventually.
yeah. Eventually, we'll hopefully be able to. All right.
I just need to make this screen. Sorry. For whatever reason, like the chat is like bigger than the rest of the page for me. I'm just trying to mutter under my breath and fix it. Hey,
You're
Tabby.
fine.
Tabby's on the main page for the Liberty and sharing. And we're gonna rock and roll today, and it's gonna be perfect.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna.
Well.
Well, let's see. Huh. I needed to brace myself. There, that's better. Yep, same thing.
Yep. Well, after we're then, yeah, that will be. Especially since Josh is working nights this whole week. Talk about having to like upend our whole life. By the way, because he had somebody that got fired or called off or whatever for like the whole week. He's like, yeah, by the way, I'm going to be working nights all week. I'm like, you know what? Whoa. He's
Yeah,
like,
that's enough to screw you up too. I hate when your
God.
schedule changes and stuff. Like it drives me
Oh,
nuts.
it's the worst. I think the only other thing that's worse when you're an adult, by the way, is when they change the grocery store layout. It
No
makes
kidding.
me so angry.
Stop messing with my stuff. I know where it is. Like I have a whole thing. I go in and out, and
Yes. Me and Josh get so like completely unhinged mad when they change the grocery store. Like he called me one time. He literally has not gone back to Aldi because he's like, fuck it, they changed the store.
they did.
okay.
My only saving grace with places like Aldi is like, so we have like 3 nearby, and when they changed the layout of the one closest, it was because it matched the other one that was a little farther away that we already were kind of used to. So it was like, all right, I'll let that slide because I'm still kind of
Right.
used to it. But quit changing shit all over it. Like I hate.
Yeah.
They did that with Sam's. Like they used to have rows like this way in the middle, and then it was like on the sides it was this way, and then they changed it, and now everything is this way. I'm like, what are you doing? That's not where the
Right.
chips go.
Exactly. Like it is amazing how irrationally angry I get when they move my bagels. Like don't even get me started on I just found the bagels that I eat again and I was like, "Oh my god." Like I'm like clearing out all of Jungle Jim stock. I was like, "Oh, Yeah, by the way, I have Signal on my computer, so I really need to find out how to silence the notifications. 'Cause, yeah.
Oh yeah, I should probably
Yupper.
do that too, so it doesn't go off. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
think about it because it's
Yeah,
gonna
mine just went off. Yeah, I should really look at that real quick.
spell
Because
check.
that tends to blow up from time to time, and if we're doing this, it's going to be real annoying.
Oh, it's not bad.
So
It's literally just in the settings. There's a notification tab. It's all good.
setting. Oh, okay.
It was like 2 seconds.
Okay.
Took nothing at all to do it.
Yeah. All
Everything's
right,
perfect.
cool. I should probably show notifications for calls because I never get one. So if someone's calling me through this app, we got problems.
Right.
What? What was? Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll look at that later.
hmm
Okay. Yeah. That's. Whoa. I almost exited out of the live. Oh my god. Oh, that would have been bad. All right. Are you ready?
Ready to rock and roll.
All right. Welcome to the Unconsenting Governed. I am AJ.
And I am Nova.
And today we figured we talked about a couple of things. The first topic was blanket forts and in the Situation Room, and then the other one was just we have some unfortunate news, and we'll share with everybody. And we have some ideas, but we're not happy about what transpired the other. Was it the other day? It was 4 days ago?
Was it? I'll have to pull it
I think
back up.
so.
A couple days ago. Oh,
6/12.
yep. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what day it is,
Yeah.
so we're kind of like in that place.
So I figure, we'll start with the blanket forts and in the
In the
in
shit
the
show.
Situation Room.
Yeah.
Yeah, or the shit show. Yeah. So apparently the I don't know, collective bunch in the White House. I don't want to say like the powers that be because I feel like that's a problem unto itself. But anyway, the Situation Room at Mar-a-Lago is more like a blanket fort, and that's a big. Anyway, bottom line is somebody what audio taped it.
Yeah, there was some audio leakage. Sounded weird, but yeah.
I was about to say it's probably preferable to the other type of leakage that probably happens a lot there. But
That's true.
I digress.
No, you're not. You're not wrong at all. Yeah, there was audio leakage that happened between quite a few staff members. It sounds like. Yeah, and it's caused quite the fucking kerfuffle.
Yeah, I was about to say kerfuffle. Yeah.
It's the perfect word for it. And
Uh-huh.
and you know what? I mean, I have my suspicions. I mean, we can go into all that fun stuff too, and all the conspiracy end of everything. But, yeah, I mean, it's even worse because the article that was released by the New York Times is only like a snippet. You know what I mean? Like that's the catch-all. That's the grab your attention and get ready for the rest of it. We're gonna pull off the Band-Aid together. So it's going to be very interesting when we hear and see the rest of it. But I mean, I'm ready for it. I mean, what else we're gonna do is we're gonna sit back and wait. But it sounds like there was quite a few people in that Situation Room. You know, they're talking about Pam Bondi. I don't remember seeing that Tulsi was in there, but we know that JD was in there, Susie Wiles was in there. It sounds like Cash and Dan Bongino were in there. I wonder if our space laser pal was in there too, to be honest with you, because he's the one with the technology, right? Like he could have been wearing like glasses and no one would have known.
Yeah. No, nobody would have thought to even look. That's the scary part. Nobody would have thought to even look.
Yeah. And that would explain why he definitely like straight out tweeted it.
He did?
Yeah, he said something about right about the time where he said something about the Senate race results.
Oh yeah. Yep, that's right. Oh, that's when they had their big kerfluffle of epic proportions.
Yeah. So I wonder if the time is related or not. Could be. Could not. I mean, it could very well just not be too, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. But that's just a fun little
So
Sidebar.
Newsom too, because I know that he's being investigated. Is that correct?
Yeah, apparently they're trying to investigate Newsom, but they're not actually saying like on what grounds. So like that part's a little
Hmm.
suspicious to me.
A little
Just
bit. A
thinking
little
about
bit.
it,
Yeah.
especially in my brain when I was thinking that they just had their election in California. They were just complaining and whining and saying, like it was rigged or whatever. The time it took a lot longer to do that count, and I know California takes longer. Don't like put words in my mouth, but it took longer for this for than it would like normally, from my understanding, for like a governor's race kind of thing. Um,
Did I wonder if Newsom found something and they were
well, Ashley was on his podcast
displeased?
right before,
Oh,
so it's a possibility, but we don't know.
right.
Um, but yeah, I mean that's a really creepy one. But I mean, apparently the stuff that we have seen in the files, the stuff that we have, um, kind of been subject to, for lack of better words, that is the mildest of it.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what it sounds like. I mean, if they haven't released the rest of it yet and they're holding it back and they're trying to figure out how they're going to deal with it, then there's some big stuff in there that they're holding back on. So,
I mean, I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it. What in the actual fuck could be bigger than what we actually have already read?
well, that's a really good question and that's
Hmm.
scary to me. Straightforward, no bullshit. If what we've seen is mild, then we're in for a shit show. Um,
Yeah. So I'm trying to get my little ticker thingy to
no,
work.
you're good. But I don't. I mean, this kind of sounds like this little secret meeting is kind of what set Dan Bongino over the edge. Um, but apparently there are a lot of things in there too, and what's left over that links our good old pal Udal Hoodle to
Really?
the E Man with the necktie, and to the Mango Mussolini. So all the things that we've already discussed and talked about and had, extensive conversations about, the stuff that's also in um our little article. But yeah, some of that stuff may become a little bit more transparent to the world,
Wow.
which will kind of be
Wow.
nice.
Yeah. But I mean, well, and like I'm not gonna lie. What was in? I had to turn off Sasha Riley's account because I couldn't handle like the level of depravity. So I think trying to wrap my head around worse is whoa. You know what I mean? Like, oh my god.
Yeah, and it makes me wonder too if some of those doors don't open into the Zorro Ranch that hasn't really been investigated yet either.
It could be. I mean, it could really be any number of different avenues based on just some of the stuff that we've found too in the course of looking into the things that we've been looking
Yeah.
into. Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder cuz like there's so many different avenues, I guess, in a way that it could go. Like it could be something like Zora Ranch and could be it makes me wonder because okay, back when all this started to break, a bunch of us had interviewed this gentleman that's what's his name? He this will hold had found him. He worked allegedly for the CIA.
Mm.
And yeah, his name was Adam. Anyway, but he we could never really like determine like who he was because there's not a great way to do that. But he had said that the patterns overlap with traffic of the human variety extensively. Like there was no denying it, and I fear that there's multiple. avenues and multiple rings, so to speak. That makes me wonder if that's what's if that's what's going on. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, it has to be because
I mean, it's yeah,
you can't have
because of
that.
where all the
Yeah, and all that stuff coming out with like Becca Day's posts and everything that went down with her and her releasing information, um and then he basically had her post taken down and she had to create a backup account.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, it just to me it's sad because I feel like this is like so many people have said like it's not just a U.S. problem, it's a world problem, and it really yeah. Unfortunately, I think time and time again it's leading back to the same conclusion,
hmm
and it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting.
well, then there's today. I mean, not that that's necessarily related to this subject, but there was a guy in Colombia, maybe I'm saying that the wrong place, but he was caught with a small child on a balcony. Like people watched it happen, like a 7-year-old kid. I mean, they didn't watch it and they were like, "Ooh, ah!" They saw it happen and then called the cops and he got arrested. But yeah,
So wait, he
he
my audio cut out like right at the wrong time of that statement, so I heard chunk 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 about a balcony, and then but it was like with a 7-year-old, and I'm like,
yeah. Yeah, so this guy, and
okay,
I want to say it was in Colombia, and I want to say he was on, I'm gonna say he wasn't like an old man, but he was in like our age bracket, maybe upper 30s, younger 40s, and
mm-hmm.
he was with a small 7-year-old boy on the balcony. Like people saw it and called the police, and his wife was inside with other children. And
Oh my god.
I don't know. I did not look into much after that because I guess there was a
Yeah,
video
no,
and
I
I didn't. No,
there's
absolutely not.
no no. Nope.
Um, but I wasn't
Yeah.
sure if the kid was
Wow.
related or not, and not that that makes it better or worse. But like, how did you acquire said 7-year-old? Um,
Yeah.
and it could have been more than seven. Seven is just what's sticking out to me. It could have been 8. Could have been 9. For all I know, it was still
Enough. Young
underage.
enough.
Right.
Yeah. Holy crap.
But yeah, we should. It'll be interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's like all over all the time, and it's just making it. I feel like it's just they're just it's just like the racism and just like the homophobia,
Yeah.
and just like the more it's almost like people are becoming desensitized to it, and it's driving me.
I think that's the point. I think that was the point of that. You
It's
good?
sad though. It's sad.
It is. But I think that's what it is because just like any other thing with this administration, that's what they've done every time.
Just
They've
normalize.
normalized the worst of it. They've normalized the worst of us, and I think that's the thing that really gets me after a while. Is like I I didn't realize how many people were homophobic or racist or whatever. You know what I mean? In your everyday life, you don't have to think about that normally, and now we do. Especially people in certain marginalized communities have to worry about that.
Yeah.
It's really fucked up.
Well, and so
And
I think we were talking about this on like the group chat and stuff too. Like I'm not that I'm convinced that there were so many in like 20, let's say like 14 or something like that, right? I think we were headed in the right direction. But when he got
yeah,
loud about it again, it gave more people permission. And when it gave more people permission, there was more ability to recruit. Does
yeah.
that make sense? It's like the same thing. Like
It
they like
wasn't. Yeah, it
if you're
wasn't
shunned, you're less likely to come out about it.
right.
What is going on?
It's signal. It's okay.
Oh, it's just sitting on like my
Yeah,
thing.
I know. I'm about to put it on the mat because it's like mine's
It's
blowing up
vibrating
too.
like my whole everything. And I'm like just so
I know.
distracted.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be nice to see the rest not not that, not porn, not weird stuff. Um, I meant the rest of the information that they have on the Situation Room. Because they have that book coming out, and I don't know when it comes out, but it's supposed to be coming out soon.
Yeah, that's getting old too. Like if you're withholding and you're sitting on information to release a book, was it somebody's video today said it? Was it Gretchen's or it may have been Alex? It doesn't matter. But either way, if you're sitting on that, what the fuck, man? Like what kind of human being are you? Like come the fuck on. Like don't Jake Tapper this. Like that should be that by the way should be the new adjective for that.
No,
Don't pull a Jake Tapper.
you're not wrong. It's freaking annoying, especially when stuff like
Yeah.
this. You know what I mean? Like I understand getting your
Oh
ducks in
yeah.
your row for legality purposes and stuff, but like people, I think that's like one of the things that people are having a problem with Ashley about. It sounds like they're like, well, why'd you
I
hold on to this
yeah,
information? But
absolutely.
I have heard and read in places that she did go to authorities in December, but nobody, like, just like everything else we've dealt with so far, nobody's willing to do anything about it.
Right.
Um,
And yeah.
Whether that would have made a
Yeah.
difference being then and instead of now, I don't know. But like, also, if people are already struggling to believe her or believe us or believe anything, then what? It's such a shit show. It really is. It
I
pisses me off
know.
so bad because it's like you've got these people that have information and no one wants to listen to them, and that's like a personal grudge at this point too. But it's like we've got stuff. Okay, it's just like from where I'm at. If there,
Yeah, no.
we should be able to. It should transparency all around. I'm real tired of this bullshit, this secretive bullshit all the way through. If I cast my tally, I should be able to look it up. We have government fucking websites. We have everything in the fucking world is trackable. You can track your goddamn delivery from Domino's Pizza. You can track your mail. You should be able to track your ballot through the system, see where it's at, what it's doing, blah, 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 blah. Make sure it was text for the right person. Like, there's just so much shit. I can't.
Well, one, I think we can start to segue if you need to vent about what we're dealing with. Because we, as many, probably many people know at this point, because if you're following us, you probably do know. So we're the group that has been tracking election integrity for a long time. Part of the members of that collective group. They call us all kinds of stuff. Most of the time, it's blue MAGA or blue Lulus for whatever fucking reason. But anyway, so Election Truth Alliance, and I'm hoping that I'm using the actual word and when talking about the entity and watchdog group doesn't get me in trouble. But anywho,
Mhm.
they their lawsuit was tossed 4 days ago, and it was dismissed, citing basically that nothing would change the outcome, so there's no need to look. And our issue is that we have found overwhelming, I would say it's overwhelming, but I could be wrong. Let's call them breadcrumbs
Yeah, that's
in
fair.
a particular system that shows that there were things that were done to divert, or yeah, I guess divert is the better word, people's tallies. Which if I diverted anything like to the in the way that they did at work, like if I diverted like I don't know pain
Meds.
pills this way,
That's
right,
what I was
I'd be
thinking.
in big fucking trouble. But apparently you can divert tallies and it's just fucking sunshine and rainbows and we're not going to do a fucking thing about it. And the thing that is so frustrating is, and I fucking don't want to say this, but I'm going to say it, it's both fucking sides. We can't get anybody to even look, entertain. And we have found what is pretty definitive as far as without actually being able to look at the tallies and match. That's the last step. We've matched everything else. And we can't, there's nobody to turn anything into.
Yeah. No, that's no. It's a very good summary. But we've the problem is the bigger problem is it's set up for it to happen all over
Right.
every single time. It'll never matter
It,
again, kind of thing.
right.
Um, and I don't want to go so doom and gloom and everything else, but they have that now, and with all of the parties joined together into this solid unity of fuckery, um, there's a hefty chance. Like we've got. I'm not saying don't. Please,
Yeah, we're not
always.
we're you always need to cast a tally forever and ever, regardless of what they're doing. But at the same time, you have to realize that they are doing stuff behind the scenes. And at this point, since that was tossed, we can now talk freely about it, and we're going to. You're going to start to hear more about it because we were literally waiting for the litigation to work its way through. Well, it's fucking done, so
Mm,
the gloves are off.
yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
unfortunately, it looks like the little boys that went into all of the government systems and fucking flipped tables in there as soon as a certain someone got into the government again for the second time, um, have set up a system so that like he said, you never have to worry about voting again
Well,
because it's probably never going to count again.
yeah. But I mean, it's good to have the record in case we can get it open. The problem is with so far with this, the way it's worded. Now, there are other things. So, right now it's saying that the way it's wording is like you're not going to get the count now based on the way that it was presented. If there was enough evidence for it to become a criminal lawsuit, then that would be something completely different, and that would be kind of a little bit more leniency in different ways. Um, but as far as a civil case will go, I don't. There's no more opportunity for a civil. Now, if it happened before that window closes, so like I'd have to look at the rules for like Massey or some of those other people. But if it's before that window closes, there's still a possibility. So if this happens for another big race, let's say Spencer Pratt won, then we would be able to jump in with stuff. But if we've got the chain and the evidence and we know where to look, we can get that done. So we just gotta stay diligent. It's important that everyone still does what they're supposed to do. We just need to catch them midair, kind of.
The other thing too is just you always should make sure that you make your voice known, but you should really also look into how to look it up and make sure and report immediately.
Yes.
Immediately report. If you are noticing an irregularity, if you are noticing, it has to be reported like yesterday. But like I said, we are hoping we still have some options, and that's one thing that we want to make sure that we stress. We still have options. We're going to try to do whatever we can. But the things that we're working its way through, there's a couple deadlines that are coming up. September of 2026, they are going to shred whatever ballots they have from 2024. That's a standardized marker. They do that every time. They don't hold on to them forever. So, we even if we filed right now, I don't know that we would have to find plaintiffs. We would have to find all kinds of other things, and furthermore, I fear that's just it's a wrap. So, we are going to start filing some papers in places to try to get some information so that we can double, triple, quadruple check ourselves before we wreck ourselves.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then,
Yeah, I don't want to say. I don't want to say.
but
Like, I
yeah,
know that we can talk more freely, but I don't want to give away all of our secrets. But we do have kind of at this point one more shot in the dark. We're gonna give it. Different place, different situations. We're gonna give it a shot, see what happens, and worst case, I mean, we're right back here where we are right now. So there really isn't a.
yeah, just me and you have to kind of look out for FBI vans, but
Well, that's why. Yeah, that's why we were doing it the way we were going to do it because
yeah.
it's under that and not under us specifically, and then we don't have to worry
Oh,
about it.
it's gonna come back to
Well, no, I mean,
yeah, the domain. I'm gonna have to look out for it, but that's okay because I don't have any info.
I have it all.
I know.
So maybe that's better.
That's
We
why
split it up.
it is better. We actually sound like we were really smart when we did it. When really we just
That just kind of just happened that way.
it
We
just
got
happened that
lucky.
way. We did because I was gonna say like, oh well, we did it this way, and I'm like, we actually didn't. But that's
Well, shh,
okay.
nobody's.
I'll take credit for being a mastermind, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, because that's the I don't actually have the info, so I'm kind of like the built-in dead man drop. If I go, then you can just release all you want.
I'll just scream from the rooftop.
Oh,
I know all the
absolutely.
passwords. We're going down.
Yeah, because I mean, shit. At this point, if I become MIA, that's a problem, but it's also a red flag. But
It's,
yeah, even more important, if I go MIA, there's a problem. I will
yeah.
be checking in on. Yeah, I'll be checking in every day.
Yeah.
I was trying to say that, but I wouldn't want to like freak people out. But yeah, it's gonna come back to because yeah, the domain is and my all it's gonna take is just Wix to give up my credit card. Done.
That's true.
Yep.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Like there's like
Yeah,
another
being
op-
under the show's name, it'll be me.
Yeah,
And
they
then I'm
said
gonna be
though
like,
if we do it this
I don't know
way,
your
it
name,
makes
so.
it sound more like we're investigative journalists, and for the show, so it's not as like
Yeah.
whatever, so it's not as suspicious. So, and a lot of people do it all the time, this way. So maybe we'll just get lucky and
We might. If not, then I don't know anything, so we're fine.
and they said like they can deny it and stuff. We just gotta, and then there's like another thing we can do, like an appeal, appeal to the denial, and basically like you get 3 shots. Um, but I mean, here we go. You know, like what else we got to do?
Yeah, nothing. I mean, at this point, my whole thing is that if it happens this way, me and you and the others that we've been working with can basically know that we did everything that we possibly could within ourselves to make it this, to write this and to make it happen. And there's only so much we can do, but we tried everything we could.
Right.
At the end of the day, we might still end up in the same exact scenario, but we tried. We tried to make it to change what we were dealing with. And it may or may not work, but we tried.
We just wanted to change the world, guys, for the better.
Well, I mean, you know, I don't know. I think the thing that the thing that makes me upset is just we're so worried about who's peeing where and literally what the core of what makes us the country that we are.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah, we're stuck really
Yeah.
in a really weird spot, and I just want. Like I have in the one doc, I have other things I was gonna send out to you too, but it's like it shouldn't matter what hat you're wearing, what friends you have, whatever. Like as a core of our
Oh, it doesn't
country's
matter. I don't
foundation.
care. Nobody cares. Like nobody in our group cares who you're putting your tally in for. It's that your tally counts, and that you get the chance to do it every time.
Right,
That's it.
because that's the only thing that really matters. Like, what do we have to call ourselves a country like that for? If it doesn't, you know what I mean? Like we might as well be a monarchy.
Risky?
Yeah, I mean, we just gotta do our best, keep pushing forward, and making sure that it's as legit as we can. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
that's just the scary part is we got to get from
My
A to B.
disappointment is the same thing as what Kamala was saying and what we've touched on. It's the capitulation.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
I don't know how many of them. I just want to know what they have on them so much that it's like that was what it was worth to you. It's like, you know what I mean? Like there's got to be.
Well, and I want to know why she didn't push back harder.
My theory has always been that we saw how they acted when they saw that he didn't. Like from start to finish, it never said that he won. So can you imagine that civil war that would have started if it would have said he won and we're like, oh no, we're gonna redo this real quick. Oh no, he didn't. There was no way that they would have just let that slide.
I don't know though. I don't think Joe would have backed down for that. Like, I don't think that they were afraid of him. I think they would have fortified the Capitol and.
But how many? But we didn't even have House and Senate.
Well, that's true. I keep forgetting about that.
We didn't have like unanimous power. We didn't have any of the stuff that
I
they.
know.
And
That
so
they have now.
yeah, and plus he
Yeah.
already had like his recruits and shit in motion, and God only knows what other countries had and what they have on us and what they say on like I just think that it was just a multifaceted plan. Like I said from go, like it wasn't just in his benefit that it went that way. It was in Noodle Oodles too.
Yeah.
So I think there was a lot of strikes in the direction we didn't really want them to be in.
I mean, it's true. I still think that there was something about. I would. I mean, I know that it was like released that Daddy Vladdy was threatening to shoot um, commercial airliners out of the sky. So there's that too.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, to me, it's just I think the part that will be the hardest to deal with long term is the fact that he was literally just allowed to do whatever the fuck. Like, there's a UFC ring on the South Lawn right now. They tore down the east wing of the White House. Like, can you? Yet Obama wore a tan suit, and plus that guy that said that Michelle Obama was a man. Don't worry, he's 28 and looks like he's about 55.
I went down a rabbit hole. Like I went down a rabbit hole and like went back on my Facebook photos and was like, how old did I look at 28? Like I know I don't look old now, so I was like trying to figure it out, and I was like,
Yeah,
I look like a damn teenager compared to this dude. Like what the hell?
I know.
Like I could have
that's
passed for like a
millennials, though.
yeah, I could have passed for like boy band central back then with
Yeah.
my spiky blonde tips and shit. But like it doesn't. But like seriously,
Not the frosted tips.
no,
Oh.
they weren't frosted like that. It's just that's just the way my hair goes because
Oh.
it's because I used to do like a faux hawk, and in like the sun it gets blonder. So when it it naturally does that shit when it grows out into the world. But that's the way it looked in that one photo, and I was like, I look sweet. Like I could have been all about
Could have
it.
been an NSYNC.
I could have been. I would have been out of sync. That's what I would have fucking been. It's like no joke. You can't carry a tune with a bucket. It's bad.
Yeah.
But
Yikes.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, how does this dude look like he looks older than we do, and like that's insane to me.
I know. Like, when I saw that, I was like, oof. Like, I wasn't kidding. Like, I was just like, I gotta share this one because this is. Ooh.
28.
Ooh. I was like, ooh.
Like
And
I
he's
had,
yeah.
had so much
Well-
life left in me at 28 compared to
I know. Shit.
Jesus God,
That dude looks like he's like been through hell back and has a mortgage already. Midlife crisis.
a
Yeah.
few of them even. Yeah,
Nice.
and I still that shit pisses me off still. Like I've heard people in like my vicinity, not just like online folks, like but real people in my life say that she's a man, and I'm like, what the fuck is your guys' obsession with this bullshit? Like, can you explain it to me? Like I'm 5 because. One, even if she was, it's none of your
doesn't
fucking
matter.
it doesn't none of your fucking business. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. Two, she's clearly not. There are pictures of her as a child. There were pictures of her growing up. She had a awkward teenage phase like we all haven't fucking had one of those at least once in our life. I'm still going through mine. But like there's so
Puberty
many
part 2.
Yes.
Electric Boogaloo.
it's like whatever.
Yeah, it's good. Great times. Yeah.
But like she's got strong arms. I'm like, okay, so you're mad because she's athletic? Like I don't get it.
Hey,
And like, oh well, she's got a jawline. I'm like, so she's eats healthy. Like, explain it. Like, look at your dude. He's got a fucking nussy. Like, it needs to be censored. And you're fucking talking about her. Like, I don't understand. I don't get. Like, I can't wrap my head around it. I know in theory the reasons why, but like my brain won't let me pick it up. Well, you know what I mean? Like the
Yeah.
real thing, because I'm like, you guys are just fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't get why, because like that was a big thing a couple years ago too, when he was in office the first time, and it was literally like, I did not at that point understand why that would have been a problem, because like that's fine. If I mean, whatever. It does. Love is love, man. Like it does not matter. It comes in all shapes, sizes, varieties. So it's one of those where it's like I just don't understand why that would be an issue to begin with. Like, why is that an issue? If she was born or assigned male at birth, that's fine. That it's still just as valid of a marriage. I'm not understanding the problem here.
Yeah.
Like,
I can't figure it out either. I'm in the same, like, I can't. I sat there in the same boat and just, you guys don't make any damn sense. Find something in
no.
constructive to fucking do and do that instead. Like, you just
Well,
fucking decide random shit. You just scream. You're like the fucking demented old man on the TV who's like, quit changing the channel. Like, you're sitting on the remote, Grandpa. Like, that's, you guys are
right.
just fucking demented. Like, just shut up
I
and just
know.
do your
I
thing.
know. Well, and it's like people like me where it's like I'll every now and again will watch somebody will post a clip where it's somebody from Congress, either chamber, it doesn't fucking matter. And it'll basically be somebody being like, "Well, we're going to institute this crazy draconian bathroom or whatever bill about trans sports or whatever the fuck." And somebody will ask, "Well, what about intersex people?" And they're going to just that those people don't exist. Yeah, we fucking do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, like, oh god, like it's just we
Yeah.
keep trying to make gender a binary. It's a spectrum. I don't know what else to say. Like like the only people that have not figured that the fuck out
Are
is
you
MAGA. Really,
right?
that's it.
And it's
Everybody
like,
else is like, yeah, it's a spectrum. It is what it is.
and I just don't understand the obsession with like other people's genitals. Like, just
I
leave
don't get it
people's
either.
genitals alone. Unless you're invited to them, you don't. Or in okay, I guess that still accounts. I was gonna say unless you're a doctor, but no, unless you're invited to them, you don't need to fucking know anything about them. Color,
Right?
shape,
Unless
size.
you're examining or invited to them.
Yeah. Well, so I was like, I should be careful with doctor. Like, you still need to be invited. It's not one of those like root canal situations like in
Right, right.
Seinfeld.
I suppose, yeah.
Like, what were you in here for? I had my root canal, and all of a sudden, I got
Whoa.
my zippers
Yeah.
down. Now, some people just have. My family refers to them as rude pants. Like, there's just that one pair of jeans where the zipper comes undone all the time. It's always my fear. I'm gonna be
Oh.
in a weird place. I'm gonna be like, oh, cool. I look like a pervert. Sweet, but no.
Yeah, it's just I don't get it. Like I don't understand and the thing is like I don't know 10 years ago had I known I was on this journey, I probably would have been less scared than I am now. And it's not because of the actual journey, it's because now we actually for whatever reason feel a need to prove what our genitals are before we walk into a room where we're going to pee. I don't know what to do with that. Like
Which is
I don't
so
get it.
so bizarre. You say that whole sentence out loud. Like, I had to prove to you my genitals so I can go pee. Like, can't I just go pee? I just need to pee. Like, you don't.
Right. And it's like at what point do I make that choice on my own when I reach a certain point? I don't know what the metric's going to be for me when I need to switch from the women's to the men. I don't know. I guess.
You just. That's just a play it by ear and hope for the best. And
Well, and like the scary thing for you is, I mean, the scary thing for other people is basically like, what the fuck do you do if you're transitioning and at what point do you use the opposite room?
yeah, you just don't leave the house after a certain point. It's
Well,
fine.
because like,
No,
because isn't that part of it? Like you're supposed to use and
yeah, you
do
do.
with,
I mean,
yeah.
it's not a. I mean, it's not like.
It wasn't a problem until very recently, from what I understand.
Yeah, Yeah. Well, and I just always I laughed too because thinking back into like the younger years of my life and stuff, one of the people we went as like a group. We would go to like the bar after work, and we went to um the one local. This place is closed down, and I miss it so much. But like the one local like gay bar that was, it was always like the biggest hole in the wall, but it was the best one to go to. But I had a bunch of people who were like, "So do you go to the bathroom by like preference or like gender assigned at birth? Like, what do you do here?" And I'm like, "You go where you feel it's the safest," and that's the only answer I have for you because
Yeah.
you're gonna walk into
Yep.
that one and you might see people doing stuff. You're gonna walk into that one, you might see people doing stuff. If the more you drink, the more weirder things can happen. Like whatever.
Yeah. And then you'll walk into a situation where, okay, so first, this is a little side note. So the first night that I meet my spouse, my husband, right? We met at a bonfire at a friend's house. We ended up renting this house later, brought our daughter home to us, very, very like sentimental to us. It's not the house we ended up buying. That's a whole nother backstory. But anyway, so we go to this dive bar. It's closed. My cousin's actually the mayor of this little part of Cincinnati. But anyway, and every time Josh sees this cousin, he's like, "You gotta open up there. You gotta keep this bar open." She's like, "We're shutting that thing down." But anyway,
That's funny.
anyway, so one of the reasons why we always get sentimental about this bar is because like we walk in and first of all the booths were extraordinarily high, like awkwardly high. Like I couldn't. I'd have to like. I'm
Jump.
5'5", and I'm trying to jump or like pole vault my way up to this fucking seat, right? So we get, I scale my way up, and we're sitting there, and it's awkward as hell because you're like super high up, and there's this guy, and he's literally like, "Renee, Renee, you gotta get out of the bathroom." This is the first time me and Josh have ever been together anywhere, and he's like, "So that's happening."
Yeah,
Yeah. So I always wondered if Renee ever made it out of the bathroom, but she was in the women's. Of course, it was a one holer, so it wasn't a big deal. But
Renee, she's like, "Fuck this guy. I'm staying in here for life."
no, I think Renee actually got drunk and passed out in the bathroom, but that's okay. So every now and again, Josh will be like, "Renee," just relive our first date.
The romance, got to keep that alive somehow, right? It's funny because you say that because like everyone started doing that thing where they start screaming Jessica at like their
Yeah.
babies or whatever. It works on animals too, and it does work at home. Like I just screamed Jessica at my dog the other day, and she was like, I was like, "Good, you stopped barking. I'm gonna let that happen." But that's what it reminded me
I
of.
will have to try that one. Oh my god. I mean, Jessica was like the most popular. Was the most popular name when we were growing up. So
Yeah,
should roll right off.
yeah, they were all barking, and they were just like, I don't even know like what caused the commotion. Not that it matters anyway with multiple dogs and stuff, but they were like barking, but it was like going into a circle. Like one would stop, and then like the next one would start up, and it was insane, and it was just constant. And I was just like, Jessica, knock it off, and they were all like, "Hmm." I was like,
What?
I'm keeping that one in my back pocket because it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I'll have to try that one. Cause like like my dogs are just I don't know what's going on. Like they're just getting to that point where I don't know if they're just deaf or if they just don't give a fuck. Like I don't know.
Well,
They're like, she's at it again.
that's the other hard part too, because like the one dog, like our shepherd, who was always, she was always protective anyway, so she was always kind of barky. But like now that she's blind, it's worse because she's like protecting thing. Like, oh, there's a stick that just blew, and she can't really see what's going on. She just hears the noise and goes, for it. But then she starts the chain reaction, and I'm like, oh man, I just need you guys to just calm down. Like, there's nothing outside.
Right.
Like the way we have to like walk in the house specifically to greet the blind one so she can smell us and know it's us before she stops barking. Like, intruder, intruder. It's us.
Oh
We live
yeah.
here.
Right. Mine's still bark at Josh. We've only been together for 10 years, but
Yeah. I don't know what it is about it too. Like they bark at the boys when they come home if they come home wearing hats. And it's not like we're not a hat family, but like if they walk in the door wearing hats, they go ape shit. And I'm like, take your hat off. And then they're fine. And I'm like, I know it's really weird because like Nick worked at Kroger, Andy worked at Taco Bell and McDonald's. Like they wore hats to work like all the time. We wear hats around the house. My wife has hats. I have like 20. Like we all have hats. I don't know what the fuck the dog's thing is about it, but like if you walk in the house with a hat on, they go ape shit.
yeah.
I'm like, do you want one? Like, will that help? I'll buy you one. Like, are you just jealous? Can't figure this
I
out.
think you need to get your dog's hats. Yeah, for sure.
I should try. I don't know how to fit a Great
Yeah.
Dane head, but we'll figure this out. Like, I
Ooh.
figure little kid ones, you could get the little strappy doos. We'll
Mhm.
make it work.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, for a Great Dane, it should work just fine. I mean, I think it would be harder to fit like a dachshund, like especially like my dog Gus. His little head is like, I swear, I think he's like a Chihuahua Dachshund mix, but I don't know.
I think you'd be able to
He's just
use
super
like
small.
baby doll stuff when they're that small.
Mm, maybe. I know that he used to have this harness that was really cute because it was basically like it was the front part of a hoodie, so you could put the hood up and it was just the harness. It was cute. I don't remember what happened to it, if it broke or what, but yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, they.
we tried like the dog clothes thing. So like when we put on Aurora's like Libre sensor and stuff, we put a t-shirt on her because that way she
Hmm.
doesn't like knock it off and stuff. It's supposed to help. I also super glue the sucker down. Well, skin glue, not super glue, but like
Right.
glue it down so it doesn't move and get all the extra bandages and stuff. But we still put the t-shirt on. And when the Dane was little, she'd get mad. She didn't have a T-shirt, so I had to buy her something. And she didn't like finding clothes that fit Danes is stupid. So I ended up just
Yeah.
I just bought her like I went to like Meijer and bought whatever was like the lowest, cheapest priced thing, and I ended up buying her like a men's extra large sweatshirt and like cutting the sleeves so it would like fit, and that's what she wears. And then I just like put a like one of these straps around like the inside at the bottom so we could like tighten it so it wasn't just like super hangy.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I was like, this is what we get. This is what we get to wear because I don't really have another option for you because I can't. You can't find stuff for Danes,
Mm-mm.
and she's 150 something pounds. So
Oh my god. I could not imagine having a dog like, oh my god. Like
oh,
mine are 9 and 20 pounds.
she's getting calmer as the 4 years old and stuff. But when she was like in that super floppy doopy stage and she'd like pounce on you and didn't realize she was pouncing on you, it was kind of rough. But now she does that like at night when you're like getting ready to lay in bed. She does like the circle plop, and sometimes it's like that was a spleen. Fuck, like that's never gonna be normal again.
Oh. Yeah, no thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I love dogs, but good lord, that's a lot of dog.
It is, and I mean, they're also not as like
I mean,
act.
they are sweethearts though.
Yeah, they are. They're. It's probably like one of the hardest breeds to do because they're
Yeah.
sweethearts. They're loyal to a T, but they're also skittish of a lot of things. So you kind of have to like find that balance with them, and they just don't last very long. So it's always like
Right.
my fear is that's gonna be a thing soon, and like not soon, but like sooner than another breed that goes 20 years or whatever. I'm just like, "Oh, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to.
Well, I mean, I have one that I mean, dachshunds can live to be super old, but like my younger one, I mean, he's actually his birthday is the end of the week. He'll on Juneteenth. He'll be 13, and it's like he's blind, he's epileptic. Like this poor guy. Like I can't keep weight on him. Like he's just, but he's always been a hot mess. But he could potentially live to be 20. Is it a great life? No. His quality of life isn't very good. I mean, he's getting to the point now where if our older dog were to pass, which could happen, she's gonna be she's 14, so she'll be 15. So we're getting into the age where it really could be any time now. Um, it would be one where we would have to probably put him down because he's not gonna make it without her. So, I mean, it. I don't know. Like, it's never fun, even if they're really old. In fact, like I think in many ways it's harder to watch them get to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
it's a sad place. I hate
it
that.
is.
It's
And
it's
the
a
cat just tortures the two. The cat is like in the prime of his life, and he's like, and he'll hunt the shit out of. Oh my god, poor Gus can't even see like anything, and then he's got the cat like.
that's funny.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel
and the
bad too because
cat's bigger than him.
like Aurora likes to do where she likes to she has like her roots around the house, like where I know if I go down this way I do this, like I know I'm gonna be okay, and like she takes her route around the house and around
Oh
outside and
yeah,
everything.
we could never rearrange the furniture. Gus would be lost for a month and a half. Like there's no, we're done.
Well,
It's where it's gonna go until he dies.
which is, I mean, 90% of the time it is that for the most part. But like I have, so like my one of my working stations at for like my job is I have a computer desk in the dining room, and we put it up there. It was originally in a different room, but I put it up there when we got the Dane when she was little because I didn't want to leave her in a crate all day, but I give her space and wander around that way. I was like right there in the dining room. I could see them. Everything was fine. Well, I have a standing desk, and then I also have like a drafting chair, but we also have a countertop table so that like I can just turn around because right behind my workstation is the kitchen table. So it's like the same height. I just roll the chair over. I can go from one place to another. But sometimes I get
Hmm.
like I'll start working and standing and everything's fine, and I'll sit down or I'll move it and I'll push it and I'll just like it just goes all around that area while I'm working. And I forget that I moved it right in the way, and she'll like boom right into it. I'm like, I'm
Oh.
sorry. You go.
Aw.
Like, I'm sorry, I should have pushed it over to the other side more, but she's better about like listening when I tell her to do stuff. Like when we go for, she doesn't usually do it. She doesn't go anymore because she's scared because she biffed it too many times. But like, hey, slow down, stop, step down. Like when you go step off a curb or whatever, or hey, watch out, there's a pot, like there's a hole. Come closer to me, and she'll go closer to you because she knows she listens to me. She doesn't listen to the rest of them. Like she's biffed
Hmm.
it and ran into like trees and shit with them. And I'm like, guys, gotta talk to her. She can't see.
Gotta tell her where she's going.
Tabby says y'all need a button for me to hit where you when you guys go off topic. You can't control
Aw.
this ADHD. It does what it
No.
does.
That's why our live streams are like 3 hours and we just edited it down.
Hmm.
I can't even see where's the freaking comments. I don't know why mine will not show me comments anymore. It will on my phone, but it will not on the computer. I don't know why.
You have it on OBS or do you have it on TikTok
I have
Live?
it on OBS through TikTok, but either way, it doesn't show
There's
me
this,
the
there's this
comments.
other window you have to get through. It's I think it's like the polls and gifts and votes window or something like that where you have to get that to come up. To see. I don't want to change it because I don't want to.
I don't know, cause like I have the separate text live box, but there's no comments really. Like I can't for some reason I can't see Tabby. I don't know why.
I don't know. It's like
I don't
if you go in the
either.
video settings and there's under chats and you should be able to say it says like show allow comments, allow translations, allow comments as a creator. Um, it says
So
hide
video
the
settings is where?
gifs, show all that stuff. Floating chat display is on.
Oh, here we go.
Did it come up for you?
Yeah, but it just. I think I have everything on. I don't know why it. Oh, wait. Floating.
Floating chat bubble.
Yeah, it's like, you want your metrics? Not really. I don't really care about that.
Yeah, it's goofy shit. It takes a while to figure it out. I can't ever get there. I miss it when it used to tell me like who was in here too. Like, cause I think I saw Terry, but I don't know if he's still here.
Oh, see, I didn't even see him pop up. Now I can see it. Now I see the chat. Now that I extended the whole thing.
There you go.
But I don't really need the gift.
Terry says,
part,
"You know
guess.
I am." Terry. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. Now I can't. I don't know. Maybe I need to have the. I don't know. I don't know what I need to do.
Yeah, we took last week off, Terry. We had other things going on, so we're back this week, and hopefully,
I mean, to be fair, we did go 10 weeks.
yeah. I mean, we
Back,
did
back.
good. This is episode 11.
For two ragingly ADHD people, yeah, it's amazing.
Right, we're doing great.
Fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, it could be worse. We could, we could put on some. I don't know. We could get some like really cool pyrotechnics and shit and blind everybody at the airport and whatnot.
Yeah, that was interesting to say the least.
How do you imagine
Just-
being a fighter, like being a pilot, like not like a fighter, like just a regular pilot, like trying to come in and do your job, and you're like, and over there you'll see a spectacle. Can't see my way in. I'm gonna
See a
die.
white trash convention is what you'll see.
I know I heard that there was already something set up for the 250th thing, like it was set years ago. I would have loved to see that plan.
I'm sure it was probably just the military, or
I think
military, but
I want to say, and I could be off, but I want to say that I think like Obama was planning it, and that's why it got ripped up.
oh,
But
that'll do it.
But I could just imagine it being classy, or it's just not enough.
I think it would have been more historically accurate, perhaps. I don't know. Didn't involve UFC. Just a thought. I don't
probably
know.
not that. Probably not the motocross and all that other shit that was going on. So like
I
you
don't know
saw
what
that,
the hell
right?
was up with that.
You saw that they did that like fake screen, like I want to say
what was that?
I always thought, I don't know, it was one of the makeover shows where they like put that fake screen up and they were all like, "Show us your house," and they opened it up and it was like your new version. It was like they did that in front of the White House. Like, it's right there. Maybe just take the screen down while you got some motorcycle guys doing some motocross stunt bullshit or whatever. I don't know, whatever you want to do. It was all weird. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, the comment before that was half naked Ben performing just for us, and then Terry says it was awesome. So I don't think those. I don't.
Yeah, I could see it on my phone.
I don't think those were planned. Like, I don't think that was like the order that Terry was going for.
America.
Yeah, that was good. Though.
Oh yeah.
Awesome timing, everybody. Yeah, no, I can't even imagine. Like, I just would love to see what the plan was originally.
Did you see the one person that was saying, like, because nothing says a birthday party like watching, like being a man who wants to watch half naked men roll around. Happy Pride.
No shit.
Fuck.
I don't know. Like, I can imagine. Like, if you just like think about all the different ways that this could have gone down, like it could have been like a like it could have been like, I don't know. I picture like they did a lot of like things at the White House before where it was like Easter egg hunts and things like it was very like
Yeah,
family
yeah.
friendly,
The egg
appropriate. It was like
roll or
basically like a
whatever. Yeah.
fucking carnival, and no, we turned it into I don't even know what the fuck you want to call that spectacle. Like that was just some.
White trash convention.
I don't even think that's. I don't even think. I don't even think white trash is descriptive enough for what kind of hellhole that was. Cause like that was like beyond straight out the trailer. That was like the trailer parks where they don't have any teeth and they swear to Uncle Billy got abducted by aliens last week and we haven't seen him since.
So that's a hoedown. Oh no.
It's just
Oh
yeah.
yeah, it does resemble. Okay, so Tabby says, "Did y'all see how it resembles a baby's tummy time toy?" It does. It does. My daughter, I think, had one of those little baby gyms. Yeah, yeah, that's what that. Yeah, yeah. Uh huh. I mean, it's very.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I mean, it's perfect for a dementia patient. I'm just saying.
You ain't wrong there either. Like what
Yeah,
the hell? Like
he's contained.
he and he took his nappy and everything
Uh-huh.
was gonna be okay. And man, did
Yeah.
he look like shit today? Did you see any of that stuff at the G7? He was.
No, I didn't actually because I was at work.
Oh, that's right. I just didn't
Yeah.
know if you just
I'll
didn't
have to
peek in
look.
between, but like he looked like
Mm-mm.
crap today. He also um he was slurring really bad. Not that we don't expect that from him anyway.
Mm.
Most of the time, but also like you know how he does that weird handshake where he's trying to show his like his masculinity, like he does the handshake, he pulls him closer. He didn't even have the
Yeah.
strength to do that, but he was very bloated. Someone said his ankles looked bloated, and I thought they actually looked very skinny for him, which is still saying something. Um, but his jowls and his face looked, but his speech was bad.
Really? Huh. You know, and part of me is wondering, like, exactly, like, I'm wondering if it's just days that he's up all night. Because, like, I'll see those, like, inconsistencies like that when people, like, have reached the point where it appears that he's at because of all the truth socialing at night, where their days and nights are getting mixed up. That is, in fact, a phase of, especially Alzheimer's, but it can happen in other forms of dementia. Because, like my biggest, what I truly feel like as a medical professional, I mean, if you, I do have, it's right here actually. Like I do have the actual licensure, but you know, I promise. Hell, Terry used to work with me, so it's fine. He can vouch. But anyway, I really do think he has Alzheimer's that's got vascular dementia starting, like in you know, as well. Like he's got a little bit of both.
His
I really do
color
think.
was just bad today. Like he was like, I don't know when it stopped. Like when did they stop applying makeup to him? Just when it just became obvious that he was.
It might just be to that point where, like I'm saying, he if his days and nights are mixed up, they may have had to wake him up right before, or you know what I mean. He may not have been cooperative.
Yeah,
I,
and
I've
it's really hard today too because I'm looking for the photos, and
this is what Tabby says. This is what happens when geriatrics run countries.
yeah, well,
It's
there's
true. Yeah.
I typed in like Trump today in G7 in 2026, and I have pictures of him in a blue tie, and then pictures of him in a red tie, and I was like, I don't.
And somebody needed a whole change. So it was a real bad day.
Yeah, it's so weird. I don't know. Is this today's date? Like, I'm trying to find one that's like today's date. Show me a newspaper or something for crying out loud. Because I want to show you how bad he looks. But that's not helping. Like, his color is just bad. He just looks very.
Like hot trash.
Well, and then he like wandered in the wrong direction a few times when he got off the stage and
Well, and like somebody, I forget who it was. um, that was saying on that was this morning when I was just scrolling through TikTok. Somebody had said that when he was walking out of wherever, I don't know if it was the White House or if it was like in the UFC ring that they built, he had two people like right on him, and they don't think that was a security measure. They think that was to actually like keep him with them, so he didn't start wandering and you know doing weird shit. Which I mean, it could be. It could also just be that it was late and they tend to get real confused in the evenings. So
He gets confused anyway.
I know, but it's worse in the evenings. It tends to be though. He seems to be an all-nighter, but that's what I mean by his days and nights are so fucked up that he's definitely in that phase just based on the amount of tweeting that's happening cuz some of that is probably him and some of it is probably him just dictating it. But part of me was hoping that it was somebody that was trying to set him up, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know. I part
Although
of me just think he's just very dumb.
did you see what Stephen Miller and Katie Miller's newest spawn? His name is initials are.
HH.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just it's a bold choice.
But it's not surprising.
It's not, but I'm still like, okay, all right, we're just let it all out.
Yeah, no, I wasn't really all that surprised by that. I don't remember what the baby's name is though.
Hawthorne Hayes Miller.
That's
I don't hate the name. It's just I'm sure that there was a reason. You know what I mean? Like the HH part of that.
Yeah.
I'm sure they didn't. I'm sure they picked the initials first. Is what I'm saying. I don't know what their other kids' names are though.
I don't either. I don't really know. I don't care.
I just know that they're just irrationally angry people. Like honestly, like I don't think I've seen somebody that's just randomly angry at stuff like and be like, and then his jobs report is good, and it's like, okay, why are you yelling then? Like I don't understand.
Yeah,
Steven just
he's just
Bane. Yeah.
He's just a weirdo. Okay, here, let me see. Can you see this?
Very weird.
Is it gonna? Oh, son of a bitch! It won't work on this. I can't do it on like the computer. I was gonna show you. Maybe. Let me see if maybe I can. There you go.
Yeah.
You can't really get the color in real good, but he looks like crap. Like his coloring's all.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he looks really swollen, like he had a whole bunch of salt or something.
Yeah, like like I said, they showed a picture of his ankles and stuff, and those didn't look as bad, but like he looks like in his face region, like, and he just looks.
That's angioedema. That's what that is.
It contains unoriginal or okay, our live got
no, that's angioedema that he's got. Like, look under his eyes.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what that is. So, yeah, because I don't even think that's the sun in his eyes. I think that's literally, especially the one that's real puffy, that's angioedema for sure. Let's see what are common causes of angioedema. Let's take a little look. Because I remember some of them, but do I remember all of them? No.
Um, well, I'm gonna take this time when I can't find my screen
Here at the Unconsenting Governed, we're real professional.
to say the least.
Oh yeah, we're. All
My
right, what
screen,
was I looking
it
up? Oh
disappeared,
yeah.
and I don't know how to get it to come back.
You
Well,
moved it over.
I did, but I don't know how to. I was like just trying to get it to like come back to in the
So
middle.
here's one of the first pictures of angioedema, and I don't. This is just a generic stock photo of a kid, but
Oh yeah,
okay, come on. See the big time swelling there? Look familiar there from that picture?
it does.
So let's see.
Okay, it says reposition to view, but I can't find it to
You might have to
reposition.
bring it forward.
There it goes.
Hey!
I had to redo everything. Oh, no, I'm all crooked shit too. What the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah. Yeah. There we go.
You know what? ACE inhibitors are the most common cause of angioedema.
I'm not surprised.
No, but I'm wondering. Hold on. So, oh yeah, heart failure, kidney failure. So he's definitely on. That is from he's on one of the prills.
I thought he always was. Maybe I'm.
Well, they probably increased it though.
Well, they have been taking off more fluid. Like I was convinced. I think I made a comment on Gretchen's page the other day when she was talking about him. I think that's why he's up at night. I think they're doing night dialysis.
Alloperitoneal.
Oh, even just hemodialysis at night.
Oh yeah, that could be it. Yeah, they would probably do something like that at night too, wouldn't they?
Yeah, because
If
it
he's the
would,
president.
especially because if he was having some of the other symptoms he was having and stuff too, it would be like the ultra filtered, and they could do it at night, and he's supposed to be sleeping, but if he can't sit still, so he's going to be moving around a lot,
Oh, that'd be a freaking
and it would
nightmare. Holy
beep, and then
crap.
they would annoy him, and then he'd just keep going, so he'd stay up and play on his phone, and but like see if it's every like 3 days. Or like every
Really?
other day, because you do it 3 times a week usually. So
Right.
try to keep
Yeah.
track of it. If there was long ass posts where he's up all night, if they are every three
And
days
they,
apart
I bet you
or
he
3 times a
didn't get
week,
dialyzed. He didn't get dialyzed over the weekend.
usually you don't.
I know, but if I bet you he didn't get dialyzed, or I wonder if he was supposed to get dialyzed today and couldn't.
It could be, yeah, he could have. Well, and that's the other fun thing too. Like
That'd be why he's puffy as fuck.
if
Or he
he
only got partial treatment on the plane.
partial treatment on the plane is what I was thinking too, depending on how
Uh
long the
huh.
plane ride was, or if he infiltrated, or if he clotted the dialyzer, and they probably didn't have extras. I mean, you probably only carry as much as you assume you would need, not extras. But I don't know. I've never dialyzed on a plane, just in the building.
I've
Um,
never dialyzed. Period. Well, peritoneal I have, but not hemo.
oh, that's what I did for quite a few years.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying it just I just have never done dialysis. Like I could probably get a job if I wanted to, but I'm good. I don't
Four
know.
a.m.s, you wouldn't like it.
No, I would absolutely despise it. Yeah. I fucking hate
Hmm.
it.
Sad.
So,
I mean,
yeah.
we had a lot of fun with the patients. You got to know them and everything else, but it was always like the one that was never compliant. And then they would go to the ER
Mhm.
right before their treatment, and then the ER would send them back after being in the ER for hours and say do their treatment, then send them home. And you're like, it's 6:30. I was supposed to be gone at like 3, 4, and now I'm waiting, and now I got to finish doing this plus a 4-hour treatment because they'd always add on time because they were at the ER, and they're like, I'm here till like 9 o'clock at night. I was up at 4 in the morning, and I want to go to bed.
So wait, you would get just stuck at work randomly?
Yeah, when patients were not compliant. I mean, it wouldn't happen every day, but there would like you'd get the asshole patients that weren't compliant, and then they would go to the hospital instead of like going to their treatment, and
I
then
would. Oh my god, I would kill. I'd be like, listen here, you fucking bitch.
yeah,
I mean, not really, but really.
yeah. No, there were plenty of
I
times.
might be thinking
Well,
that.
and
Like,
I shouldn't say we all didn't have to be there at 4 in the morning. So there was always like trickle in shifts. So it was like one person showed up
mm-hmm.
at 4 and did the bicarb, like made the bicarb and started the machine and tested everything, and then would set up their machines, and then everyone else would trickle in at 5, and then like the first person was supposed to be the first person out. But then you'd have like weird shifts or like Saturdays or holidays or whatever. Or your buddy was like, "Hey, can I go home early today? Because I got like my kid thing." And you're like, "Yeah," because usually the difference between getting out like the first person out and the last person out was usually like an hour. And you're like, "Fuck it," but that was always the day when you were like, "Yeah, go home," and then you did a call, and you're like, "Fuck, damn it, never working for you again, Jen. Pain in the ass."
Right.
I just picked a name. I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't even think I worked
No.
with Jen, but that's what I said.
How did you not? My God, I worked
Actually,
with-
I did. She worked only Saturdays though. I had to think about it.
wow. But yeah, no. Well, and like peritoneal is kind of crazy too. Like, but I could see that being a problem for him because it wouldn't even have to be hemo because you have to connect
Mm-hmm.
and you have to you have to do that little. No, you have to wipe it, but then you have to take the special cap and you have to
Yeah.
fucking do all the shit, run the line correctly, set up the fucking machine, let the bag warm up.
But I don't. If he has heart problems and stuff, I don't know if he would be a candidate for the peritoneal.
I think he might be though. Well, no, I would say yeah, because as long as you haven't had peritonitis, you're usually good to go. I feel like the ones that are not, it's actually peritoneal is probably more encouraged for people in heart failure.
Probably. I was trying to think because I know like most of them just stayed on hemo when they had heart problems because they were monitored more because peritoneal was more at home.
Yeah, well, and yeah, that was probably more the motivation, probably the weigh-ins, if anything else, because they probably were not compliant with weighing. Because you have to remember so much of that, like you have to enter weights, you have to enter outputs, you have to enter like however much comes out on cycles. It's like a cycler situation,
Mm-hmm.
and each person's prescription with that is so uber specific.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes you would have to I forget what it is. You'd have to let it run in and then let it dwell and then let it run out. Like it just everybody's prescription was. It also the diacylate was different too. So it was down to like not only the actual fluid but also how long you let it sit internally and then come back out. That's a whole fucking.
It was just basically the same idea
Thing.
with hemo. Honestly, you weigh in, you take off, get down to their basically their
peritoneal, you
prescription
don't
weight.
weigh in.
Well, in hemo, you weigh in before treatment, then you
Mm-hmm.
get them down to their prescription weight, and then you get them weigh them on their way out too. But you can always tell. I always felt bad because there's always like right before a holiday and stuff. Like you would tell that people would put on a holiday pound, and that really fucked them up because then we try to suck them too dry because that was the prescription weight, and then they get those cramps. Oh my god, have you ever seen dialysis cramps?
No,
You can literally see. I mean, think about like normal cramps is just like lactic acid buildup, everything building up, and all that stuff. But you can physically see the cramp in their muscle, like so, like it's like a softball in the back of their like thigh, and you can just watch it just start, and then it just like I watched. I don't want to say like grown men fall to the floor because most of the time the grown men that I dealt with were kind of wusses about it. But like I've seen like women who've had like 12 kids fall to the floor with their cramps, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. But that's where I learned how to do pickle juice if you're having cramps. It's like instant.
magnesium. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like pickles at all, and I use it all the time now. I'm like, fuck, I don't like pickles at all. Throw up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I take magnesium at night. That's like the one sleep thing that I did remain on because it was like helping with my leg cramps. I don't know, but yeah, if I ever had to do dialysis though, I would pick peritoneal because it looks so much less. It's a lot to set up, but
I would
it's
either
a
way. I
lot
would do it for
less.
myself at home because you can do hemo at home. You just have to know what you're doing.
Oh well, yeah, you could, but
I'm
well,
not certified
eventually I
anymore.
probably could learn. But
It's not that bad. If you pass your board, you'll be fine. It's the same kind of information.
yeah,
Um, Actually, probably a lot less. You'd assume. The test
yeah,
isn't nearly as long, but I mean, it's the same idea. Just remember your dialysate, your flow rate, your everything. I mean, you'll know. You'll know what to do with you. You bleed out if you're leaking from your cannulas,
fistula.
your fistulas, and all that other anything. There's buttonholes that you can create, so like you go through the same spot over and over and over again, and it just kind of becomes a scab, and you can just slide the needle right in. You have to like pierce yourself every time, and it was a good time. Learned a lot of good
Ugh,
stuff.
that's one of those things that I don't know. That's I would hate. I would absolutely despise dialysis. But yeah, that makes sense for him for Dumpty. That's what's going on.
Yeah, I figured like well, I don't remember what it was that she was talking about. I think it was his color or something, and that was like it looks like he's going through like the ultra filter, like they're trying to pull more
Mm-hmm.
out of him because of all the other shit. Because I mean, he one the scab on his neck and stuff kind of reminded me of it to it, like when the phosphorus starts to come out and they get the phosphorus
Yeah.
blisters. But too, if you don't take the binders like you're supposed to and all that other stuff, like it becomes a
Oh
big
yeah.
problem and all that other stuff that goes on.
Yeah, all that Creon
But
and stuff. Yep.
he drinks like Diet Coke all the time. But then like Dr. Oz said something not that long ago about how he was drinking Sprite. And I was like, he switched from brown pop, which you're not supposed to have, to a light colored pop. And I was like, that's because the brown pop's got the phosphorus in it. And I started just like, how our brain just stores random bullshit things. And I'm like,
Well, no, that's not really random bullshit. I mean, yeah, I mean, okay, so phosphorus and magnesium. I forget which ones it are because I know that there's the sodium potassium channel, but there's also I want to say isn't it magnesium phosphorus or is it's not sodium? Is it calcium?
calcium,
There's
phosphorus.
another one that's magnesium and like I'm trying to think with dialysis because you have to know all the different concentrations of the different minerals. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Or what is it?
Yeah,
That's not even the right
the,
word, but
the,
you know what I
the
mean?
dialysate bath. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing with that. It's that type of chemistry. Like you have to know your chemistry for certain things. It's just like why in our house I do the pool. Why? Because I took chem and I
Yeah.
understand how that works. Where Josh just he treats the pool chemicals like seasoning. And I'm like, no, no, no. No, no. Please don't do that before you kill the pool. And, the kiddo ends up like, with extra white hair because she's already blonde, but we don't need bleached.
Yeah. Um, Yeah, I mean it's sodium and potassium that go in the
Yep.
dialysate, but it's the sodium bicarb that goes through the machine, and it's like
Hmm.
your
Oh
your
no, no, I was talking
your
just the
pulsar.
sodium potassium pump. That's how your neurons fire.
Yeah,
No, there's like it's magnesium's opposite is like I want to say I thought it was phosphorus, but I know for all the electrolytes that's the word I was
yeah,
looking for.
yeah.
Not minerals, electrolytes.
There you go.
That's the magical word. I feel like it's like Pee Wee's Playhouse, like the word of the day. Um, but anyway, I know that you need a certain concentration of magnesium, phosphorus, and I want to say it is potassium and sodium, but I can't think of it because I'm tired. I am so tired. It was a long day today, especially at the end of the day. When you
Yeah.
gotta nothing's fun than when you gotta run for a crash cart and you're like, oh, and it's just because we don't have stuff stocked where it should be. Oh, never fun. But I still got it. I'm so fast as fuck, boy.
I was wondering that too. Like,
Oh,
because you're not technically in a place where like you're not in you're not what the fuck in like a palliative care kind of or any of that
Right.
stuff. You're just still strictly in the assisted living nursing facility kind of thing. So
Skilled
skilled
nursing.
nursing. So they I know it was like the word I was looking for, but I couldn't get there.
Yeah.
So they're not supposed to go that direction, or it's not expected as much on your watch. So I didn't know if there's like a
No, there's hospice patients intermixed. So this particular person was hospice, so
oh okay,
it's
so it was
not completely unexpected yet. It was quick. Sometimes that happens where like, you know, nobody's expecting anything to happen, and then just because they're hospice doesn't mean that they still don't occasionally have like an acute situation, like stroke, heart attack, that kind of thing. It happens still, even if they're dying of something else. You know what I mean? It happens a lot in cancer patients, honestly, because they tend to clot, so they'll get like PEs, they'll get heart attack, stroke, that kind of thing. Sometimes it'll take them out before the cancer does, or that's basically it. Basically, comes down to the hypercoagulation that cancer causes that causes them to then throw a clot. So it's kind of like chicken egg situation. What
yeah.
came first, the cancer or the clot? You know, whatever.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure. Like, cause I don't know. It's one of those like I only know like super know anything about skilled facilities stuff like that is from when my grandma was in one. But like at the end, she was on hospice, so it wasn't like she was like technically palliative care. But
Right.
like she was 95, so it wasn't like.
Oh, that doesn't matter. I am.
But I mean, like no, but I mean like she was like
You can
we
actually be hospice in a full code, so that doesn't really
yeah,
matter
no,
either.
we knew she was like on her way. Like when my dad passed like 2 months before my grandma, and just the literal difference between when my dad passed the 24th of May, and we grandma had her 95th birthday party, like the 18th of August. She probably lost, and she didn't have it to lose like 30 pounds, and she was like she was like you could tell the liver was because she was color like that yellow color that starts. She wasn't eating. She was having a lot like you. At that point, we knew, so I wasn't sure. Like, and she was already like, no code, no resuscitation, no nothing. Like, just let me go. So like, I wasn't sure like what the rules were all the way across the board when you weren't in that place. I guess.
No, yeah. When we do an admission, then we ask like what their code status is, if they're gonna, full code. There's okay. So in Ohio, there's full code. There is DNRCC and DNRCC arrest. DNRCC is just what we would think of comfort care. Just oh hey, we found them. They were gone. Nobody does anything but call the family. The aftercare that would normally happen, but we don't do anything that's life saving at all. If we catch them and they're declining, what we would usually do is make them comfortable and then call the family and tell them to go ahead and come in and do that whole bit. But so then there's DNRCC arrest, which is when we do everything but the actual compressions. So that can be sending them to the ER. That can be, whatever. And if somebody is hospice, and like this is a good example, this was a patient that I had a long time ago, but this person was hospice, had a fall, split his head open. We sent him to get stitches and that kind of stuff. We would still
Yeah, because that's
send.
just that's not related to
Yeah,
the. Yeah, I knew
no,
I knew that part. I just wasn't sure like I
yeah,
don't know like where that line is. Like I know like that's an incident
yeah.
versus.
But I've done my fair share of full codes. It's just in this particular situation, I couldn't find a canister for a suction machine, and when we found them, there was like mucus and stuff. Like we couldn't tell if there was choking or what the fuck was happening. So I went running for the suction and couldn't find the canister. So then I had to go get the. So then people are like, "Why you got the crash cart?" And I'm like, "Because we don't have a freaking suction canister." And I was trying to stop this from.
Right.
I was trying to
Escalating.
keep her from meeting Jesus.
Yeah. She wasn't
But
ready.
well, she probably was, to be
Yeah.
completely honest. But it's just one of those where it was just right at the end of the shift. Like literally, I was like, I'm signing off on my book, like do, and they're like, hey, such and such isn't doing so good. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, I'm looking and she's like, oh, fuck Blue. I'm like, oh, good. This is good. This is great.
That's not what I wanted
Yeah.
today.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard
But,
too because it's like you never really know
eh,
the time.
I mean,
It's always during shift
it's
change.
it's easier in the age bracket that I work in because these are people that have lived. I have one lady that is over 100 years old, like a lot, like closer to 112.
Wow.
And so like
No thanks.
yeah, oh, exists purely on spite.
That's one way to do
But
it.
it is. But yeah, it's a lot easier to rationalize when someone's going and they're declining and you see the light go out. Even in my own grandmother, like watching that light go out and just knowing that this was happening. It's much easier to rationalize when they're 90 something or when they're even 70 something than it is when they're I don't think I could ever work in peds for that
Oh,
reason because
that.
oh god,
Immediately,
I
no.
couldn't handle it. There's no way, like I could not handle that. Like that's my line. Like these are people that I mean, don't get me wrong. I miss some of my. We were talking today about some of the behaviors that we miss, and like we could, like I had one lady that literally sounded like she'd be like, hurry up!" Like it like literally had this distinct like cadence to like how she would like do her little behaviors and stuff. And we would talk about like their little idiosyncrasies. One would like pretend that she couldn't talk to get lifesavers. Like
Nice.
adorable. But yeah, like so you have like these people, but at the same time some of them like when COVID came through and we lost so many of them at the same time it was hard. But when it's just like when they go on their own accord because it's time, you know what I mean? Like it's not as big of it's not as heartbreaking as it would be I think if it was kids or even like young adults. It's always that is the age. Yeah, I don't think I could ever do peds because of that.
That was the reason. Like I was, like I didn't want to go. I was like the adrenaline you get from like an ER always made me like, yeah, I could do that. And then I was like, no, because then there's gonna be
Yeah.
little kids, and I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Like I have to watch out for my own mental health there, and that's never gonna be a thing. Like, but I could, in theory, if there was ever an ER with just like 40-year-olds, I'm like the top of the game. 40
Yeah.
and up, here we go. That's not how
Yeah.
it's not how it works. And like little
Right.
kids with like broken bones, that's fine. But I'm talking like,
Some of
yeah,
the shit that you see. Yeah.
no,
Well, and just the disappointment in how people parent, I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, and I don't say like, I don't care. Like kids are gonna. Some kids just break bones. Some kids just do like not like abusing them, but like my kid fell off a 4-wheeler. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's gonna happen. Um, at the whole sidebar, I won't go in on full details because I'm still like twitchy. But but yeah, like he broke an arm. He's fine. He was like a 14-year-old boy. Like I wasn't super up in arms about it. You know what I mean? It wasn't like he didn't break a lot of things. It wasn't a constant thing, so it was like whatever. But you're gonna see that stuff. But to see people with like open brains and other things like that when they're like little, that would be rough. Burns,
Yeah.
drowning,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like I just couldn't that stuff. Um,
Well, and like I could tell one time my daughter got admitted for RSV. She had it. She was like I think a year or two old, and it was of course we're freaking the heck out. I didn't expect him to admit her. I mean, I thought maybe we had a little owlet sock. By the way, anybody, I wholeheartedly endorse that. It literally saved our kid's life. But anyway, she had a cold. Didn't realize it was RSV, and her O2 was super low. I go in her crib. She was blue. I was like, oh, okay, we're going. Goodbye. So I ran, picked up, and ran. And we went out to the ER. And she got admitted. And I came back here to get clothes, my meds. You know what I mean? Like whatever I needed to stay for however long, or at least for the night until Josh could bring me whatever I needed. And they called me and I ignored it because I was trying to leave the house. I was just telling my husband what was going on. And then they call his phone. And he's like, I'm talking to her about our child, and then she will be right there.
Mm.
And it's like, then it dawned on me how shitty parents are that they are hunting them down in those situations to make sure that they're actually coming back.
Yeah.
Like, that is, oh my God. Like, and that happens. It must happen frequently enough that they're blowing up both the parents' phones. Like, that's insane.
Yeah. I know it's like when I worked in the hospital, we had it wasn't like a giant hospital, and I don't live in like a big like Chicago like city, like, so it was not like that, but we had like, it wasn't even a wing, it was like a part of a floor. It was part of an ortho floor, actually. They had like 4 rooms that were like dedicated to peds. um but like when they were sick or above, like where you'd be in the nursery basically, um broken bone surgery, stuff like that. But like there were parents that were like, I'm a single parent and I have another kid. What am I gonna do? And they're like, just push another bed in there. You and the other kid have to sleep in the other bed. You can't sleep in the crib or the other bed with the kid that's sick. But just stay, do what you have to do. Like, I never had a problem with it. I would find a bed and go push it in there for them so that they could have a place to go. But it was rare. But there was like one kid that was in there by themselves, and I was like, is that kid like, does it need a pal? Like, I'll just go be a pal for a day or some shit. Like, what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm.
I don't know. But I don't know like what their whole situation was, so I wasn't like trying to judge. But I wanted to. I would be like, "Come on, I'll just hang out with you all day. I'm still on the clock. It
Yeah.
counts."
Yeah. Yeah. Like, yeah. I just, that's why I don't think I could do peds. It's just more the realizing that there's a lot more horrific shit that I don't necessarily need to know
Hmm.
about for my own mental health,
Yeah,
like,
that's.
oh,
Hmm. Yeah,
yeah.
that was like the watching the one episode of The Pit. There was like the
I gotta
sister.
watch that. I have not watched
You've
it
got
yet.
to watch that
I
because
know,
it's
I
it's
know.
great. They
But
did a good job. But the one episode they had, it was like a little girl and her sister, so they were probably like only a couple years apart. And the one was like, they found her in the water and they brought her out and everything else. And then the little sister said that like the older one that would like that died, basically the kid died, but she jumped in to save her and saved her, and that's the only reason that the little one was alive, is because the bigger one saved him. But they were only like maybe 7 and 5 or something like that. And it was like, damn it. And that little kid for the rest of their life has to like know that they, like, that's a whole trauma thing that you gotta fucking deal with. And then,
oh my god, yeah. Oh,
but the characters are good, like the doctors and the nurses and everybody are like, they got good character development on the show too. But what's his name, Bryan Cranston, his
yeah.
daughter is in that show, and she's autistic, and the doctor, like, she's autistic in real life, but she also plays an autistic doctor on that show.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got a lot of like, she's great with a lot of things, but like some things she's like, ooh, definitely not. Like, you can see the stimming, you can see it all building. And one of the things she had to
Yeah.
do was like tell the family that that little girl passed away, and it was like that. And she has a sister that she takes care of, so it was like a whole thing. And it was like,
Oh
oh god, I
man.
can't even. I was like, I'm gonna go find something to do real quick while this scene's going on, because I'm
Yeah.
not dealing with it. But
Mm-mm. Well, and I think that's like honestly why I don't watch a lot of medical shows, because to me it's like,
it's too real.
yeah, it's too much like work.
Yeah, it's not really
Like, because then I just get
unplugged for you.
annoyed. I'm like, did you mean that, the dude and two over here? Like, yeah, no, it's just,
Yeah, but
I
there's
don't know. It's
I think
like,
the reason I like that, like the pit so much, is because there's a lot of like, um they're in a very big city, and they have like the ER is constantly busy, and they have
mm-hmm,
to make like super quick choice like decisions, and some of them aren't your basic normal medical stuff, so they come up with like the weirdest way to like trick people and stuff. And it's like, oh, like, how did you lead a wire through that way and to like meet them in the middle to pull it out to trick them? Like, it's just like, it takes that like ingenuity side, and you're like, oh, well, that's pretty cool.
Oh, I probably would like it then,
Yeah,
because yeah,
yeah. It's
you get
less.
bored after a while.
It's not
Yeah,
just
because
like
I
patient two has like a weird rash. It's like there's like some extreme shits that happen in the like not
yeah, because
every
like
because every episode's an hour, so like
right.
the whole first season
Yeah.
is just a whole day, and you're like, holy shit, how are you not bald yet?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to watch it because like House was a little bit too like had like okay, like so in other words, like maybe somebody that has X, Y, or Z condition might have this random as fuck symptom, but are you ever gonna see that? No. Where it's like, there's certain things that maybe would be more obscure, but it's still relatively common. You know what I mean? Like where like I don't know. Like to
I
me, like I
understand what
feel
you're
like
saying.
House was
Like,
too cerebral. It
yeah,
was too like I knew or I could put it together because I know pathophysiology. Like you know what I mean? I'm like, oh yeah, okay. Where it's like, or what makes me even more mad is when I'm like, nope, that's not right. Like, come on, man. Like we all know that no, you're not jumping right to fecal transplant. Like you're gonna try Flagyl for 6 years, then you're gonna try Vanco for
yeah.
25 more years. Then a specialist is going to get informed consent for a fecal transplant, but it's not going to be in the ER with 5 doctors hanging IVs. It's not going to happen like that. And part of the problem with like a show like House is it's not realistic. So when they show up at a venue like where I work and they're like, "What do you mean you have 27 patients?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I got 27 motherfuckers right now." Well, I don't
Yeah.
say it like that, but you know what I mean. But yeah, I got 27 patients I'm taking care of right now. Like, yeah. And they're like, "Oh my god, I didn't think the ratios were like that." Yeah, they're like this all over Ohio with
Yeah, and it's
skilled
just gonna
units.
get even
Yes,
better too. It's
it's gonna
fucking
get so much
sad.
worse. Yeah.
I hate it. I hate it for all of you guys. Like I really do. Like
Well,
we had
yeah.
12 patients in dialysis, and we had to do the turn. So
Mm-hmm.
you had to put the patients on. It was almost like it was to a fucking science that was impossible. But you put them on like 15 minutes apart, and in
Mm-hmm.
theory they would get off 15 minutes apart, so you'd have time to clean them up, restring the machine, clean it off, go and do the next round. In theory, but if the machine beeped at all, if they had to go to the bathroom, if anything happened, anything weird happened, you couldn't get the needles in right on time. If the doctor started around when you were trying to put needles in, it never worked out. You were always running late, and you always had like 3 people coming off the machine at the same exact time, and then you had to like it was literally adrenaline from like 10 o'clock until like 1:30, and then it was like, oh, it's time to eat, and I'm like, I'm just gonna fucking crash for like 5 minutes because there's like nothing is gonna save my soul right now, because it
Right.
was just pure adrenaline from like, oh, this person's bleeding, oh, this person's doing this person, oh, that one passed out, like, oh my god, what are you gonna do? It was just like,
Well, didn't don't dialysis patients like projectile vomit a lot too?
they're not supposed to, because they're not supposed to eat on the machine. You're not supposed to eat before you have dialysis
Yeah.
because of that fluid, exchange and the electrolytes
As we
imbalance.
send them there full of food.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and think most of it,
Sorry.
like, no, because like first shift was like first thing in the morning, so they would get there at like 6, and then second shift was like maybe 11. So people are like, well, I'm gonna eat now because I can't eat on a machine. It's gonna be like 4 hours later. So like it happened all the time. So I mean, I'm not. As long as they weren't literally eating while the machine was going, most of the time they were fine. And most of the time, that was more of a choking hazard than anything else. Because if something happened and they'd panic, and then we have to worry about like 4 different things at the same time. And
Mhm.
when you go to throw someone in Trendelenburg to make sure they don't pass out and they got food in their mouth, and you're also trying to make sure that they're not pulling needles out of their arm, so
Oh
blood's not shooting
God.
all over the place. Because if you ever pulled out, oh my, that's the one thing
Yeah,
that's
don't yeah.
you're
No, you don't. You don't have an AV fistula.
you're
That's a no.
you're pumping out that needle at like what was like 100 180 like turns per minute, and it's not even in the arm, so they're just sucking the blood out and shooting it like pew, 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 across the room, and you're like, son of a bitch. And it's even better when
Yeah.
you see the pile of blood and you don't really know who's bleeding yet. You have 3 patients that are
Yep.
sleeping. One of them looks dead. One of them doesn't look dead, and the other one's snoring. Where are we going? Who's first? Oh, it's patient random 4 who just decided they were going to try to take themselves off the machine.
Excellent.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect. Or like
Yep.
they get cramps, so they'd want to stand up. Like you've been sitting like this with your blood out, your half of your blood out your body the whole time. You're like, oh, I got a cramp, I'm gonna stand. No, the fuck you're not. You're gonna fall on the floor. I don't have the paperwork for that incident report. Like I've pushed full on like big, tall, like
Boop.
dudes that look like they could like the ones Trump wants to kiss and hug all over, and they just back in your chair. I don't care. You are not doing this. Not today, Junior.
So
I am
do you
not
think that
catching you on the
Trump's
face down.
Do you think that Trump's ever going to come out of the closet completely? Because I feel like that's what this was.
Good possibility. I don't really think he'll ever, just like the rest of them won't, because they're still ashamed themselves. It's got nothing to do with like
He literally has a UFC ring that is blinding pilots on his front lawn so that men, only men, can wrestle in front of him for his amusement. During Pride.
you're not wrong. Part of me thinks like that's half the reason why he doesn't want to throw his birthday. He's got to make it as big as he can because it's during Pride anyway. So like twofer.
Yeah. Telling you. You know, I think he's going to the Pink Pony Club.
Man, okay, listen. I don't care where you stand on any of the spectrums of things.
No,
That
I don't
man
care. I
is
just
not invited to the Pink Pony Club.
No, he's not. But
Oh God.
do you think that he asked Melania for fashion advice? I'm just.
There was
you know.
okay, so there was. Was Melania there? Do we have I didn't watch any of
I
the
don't
fucking
know.
footage of that.
Oh, I wasn't gonna entertain any of that. No,
but I
just
saw
saw
a
what
picture.
what was sent to the group chat. But
Yeah, I saw a picture and it was like supposedly like Melania, and she was like in the stands and she was doing all this stuff, and he was like looking at her and stuff, and I was like, that doesn't look like Melania. Like her eyes are open too much. And I was like,
Yeah.
do we know? Can we confirm? But then someone posted that picture. I don't even know if it was. I was like pointing at it like it was the group chat, but I don't even know if it was there. But JD Vance was on a TV show today, and it was like that didn't look like JD either. And I was like, that's because his eyes were open too much. Like even with the smoky liner, his eyes looked like they were like super open, like mine normally, but it was JD with the smoky liner. And I'm like, what are they doing? Like this? Are they like AI asking it to correct? And like you can do on here where you filter and you make your make my eyes look big, my mouth look, and give me a thinner jawline or whatever the fuck it is. Are they doing that? Because I saw someone the other day too who like I think it was Scott Besson or whatever who was supposed to be on, and they had another gap, like that one military guy. It's like, are any of them real at this point? Are we all just fucking? Is it everything fucking fake? Because I would believe that more than I'm living every day.
At this point, yeah. I could be. I mean, who knows? Because anymore, I feel like that's why I feel like it's something going on that we don't know about, and like imminently going to like wipe us all off the face of. Are they basically in an underground bunker already? And is that why there's like a need for DoorDash grandma to be the fighter pilot?
Every time, DoorDash grandma, fighter pilot. Antifa member.
That woman's career. I mean, it's just
central
career.
casting.
I'm telling you, like the thing that gets me is just how ridiculous they think how ridiculous they're gonna get with it, because like it's like they use the same people. Like we're not dumb. Like we're not gonna.
But Pete Heseth can do one hell of a jig.
True. I mean, did you see his like push up, like where the leg is going up, and
the best part is
44.
When he's doing that. As he's doing that, I wanted someone to do the voiceover of Trump when he's in the when you remember he was on stage and he was like, "Oh, I can't do it." Oh. I wanted someone to put that with, with. I could probably figure out how to do it. The audio of that with Pete doing the trying to do the bar. I don't. Because he was not getting. Because it was funny because you watch him do it. He was doing stuff. And he was like, he never had his arms straight once. Like he never got to one. They were
Right.
all like here,
Yeah, it was all like,
here, and I was just like Trump says. Oh, Daddy, I
yeah.
can't do it.
I just like that they're like 35. He's like 44.
Yeah, he straight up was lying. like they weren't screaming it over his head the whole time. But the leg dance was great.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you forget how to do that. Like I don't know how, like that's never been.
Well, alcohol does some weird stuff to your
That's
your
true.
coordination, your motor cortex.
I was electrocuted. I know what it's like to have brain damage, but like this dude is like real bad.
How electrocuted were you?
He wasn't good. Let me just put it that way.
Oh.
So
Yikes.
oh great. There's a story about how dumb my life is. So when we moved into this house, they had cable, they had satellite, they had every single thing you could think of to like get the internet to the house. And none
Right.
of them were the companies that we actually like used. And they had wires
Of
everywhere.
course, yeah.
And it was like they rolled, like they didn't even like pull it taut somewhere and like hide it. They had like rolls in the basement. Like I had rolls of like cable wires like rolled this big everywhere all
That
over
might
my
be a
house.
swamp. That might be a swamp feature because we had the same thing. I can't tell you the number of. We literally took the coaxial cable to the scrapper.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like literally we had the same thing where they just had like
Extras.
extra like I don't know, like rolls of coaxial cable for whatever reason.
I was cutting it out of the house, like out of this like places and pulling it through and stuff. So it was like we didn't have to worry about 10 feet of extra shit we never needed. Out by our air conditioning, there was a wire that was hanging out of underneath the siding that was hanging out. It was just like right by the air conditioning, and I was like, I don't want my kids to cut that with a weed whacker because it's like one of their chores is they do the air. So I was like, well, I'm out here cutting off all the stuff for like the cable and the satellite that we're not using. I'll do that. But let me go back earlier to this. When we had the house inspected, the guy who inspected the house tested that wire. It was dead.
Right.
So I thought it was still dead.
Being the operative. Yeah, and I see where it's going.
Yeah. So it was a 220 wire that I cut with probably a $50 pair of scissors that were like super industrial scissors, and the scissors blew apart. And here's what I remember: cutting, I hear pop, I smelled smoke, and I don't remember a thing after that. My brother was in the yard with me, and he was like, "Oh man, you were like da 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 for like a couple minutes." And I was like, "You didn't tell me." I didn't find out like till 6 months later, and I was like, "Well, the brain damage is fucking done now. There's nothing I can do about it. Nothing. It's been too long."
So your brother watched you or heard you getting electrocuted?
Watched.
Well,
Watch. He was in the yard with me at the same time. Like he was talking to me as I was doing this stuff. And he was just like, "Well, I mean, you came back. I didn't know what to do about it, and like, I thought you knew." And I was like, "I don't remember a thing. To this day, I don't remember a thing. Like, I literally can hear the pop. I can smell the smoke, and then nothing.
You didn't lose consciousness or anything?
I don't remember a damn thing.
Like, did you wake up on the ground, or were you just still standing there like...
I don't remember. I remember from that spot to where I was standing, and then ending up over by, like, my garage. Like, I don't remember, like I walked over there to be like, what the fuck or whatever. I don't remember. Like, there's like good 10 minutes. I have no idea what the hell happened.
That's crazy.
And he was like, "Yeah, I didn't even think about it." And I'm like, "Okay, well, make sure the next time you have something happen to you, I won't fucking tell you about it."
I would have been like, "Do you have children?" Well, I mean, you would know if he had children. I'd be like, if he had kids, I'd be like,
Yeah,
sir.
he's got kids.
Okay.
I'll punch him in them.
Right.
You ain't getting any more. I'm gonna punch you in the balls for that. But yeah, I had no idea. That wire was hooked up to a hot tub. So it wasn't like just a small one. It was a 220 full on with a metal pair of scissors. No grounding. Chilling in my backyard.
God. Oh, shit.
Yeah, so
wow.
On the other hand, I'm glad my kid didn't hit that or whatever.
Yeah.
But like I had to like the AC replaced shortly after that, and the wires were not connected. They had no idea, not the same reason the AC was going out. But like I had the guy who was doing it. I was like, "Hey, you see that wire? Like that fucked me up real bad. Can you deal with that?" He took it out for me, but it was straight hooked up to like the junction box and just outside and nothing. Now it wasn't capped. It wasn't done. Like nothing was done to it. It was just. That's why I
Oh
was
my
trying to cut it.
god.
They
Right.
just bent it and like shoved it up under the siding, but then it came out, so it was just like hanging there. I'm like, I gotta get rid of this. I don't want my kids to run into it. So, I mean, that was
Right.
10 years ago now, so like they were younger and stupid. I mean,
Right.
not
Yeah,
like
because I mean,
toddlers that
we've done the
touched.
same thing. We took out a whole, like, we had a dish satellite and we took that out.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, Josh was just, you know,
You just cut
I
and
mean,
pull. They're fucking cable. If they're
yeah.
not hooked up, they're not gonna hurt anything.
Yeah,
That's all
because
I
like
was doing.
like I said, we pulled all the coaxial cable out of here because there's just so much of it. But yeah, like there's so much wiring in our utility room in our basement that it's like we have like tons of wire that just somebody at some point was running something and it didn't apply anymore, so they took the whole junction out. But
But
yeah,
yeah,
it's gonna
yeah,
be a mess if we ever decide to rewire this place because
yeah,
we have two prong outlets because we bought in 2020 when you
yeah,
could only look at a house for 5 minutes, make the biggest decision of your life.
yeah. No kidding. I had to. So that day I was on. So the job that I had, basically you were on call no matter what, and it was during COVID. The labs were working 10-hour shifts because it was going
Mm-hmm.
to make it easier on the labs if they're working 10-hour shifts. But they didn't take into consideration who was in charge of the studies, are now being forced to work 10-hour shifts 7 days a week to be on call in case something happened and they needed something or whatever. And I had a huge study going on with like literally like my boss, and we were getting emails back and forth from one of the techs and talking about it. And I was like, listen, I was just electrocuted. Nothing's making sense. Can you cover this for me? And I'll make it up to you somehow, some way. And she was like, that's fine. But like, she was like, well, you got electrocuted. Like, I had like a whole sit down conversation with her and stuff about it. I was like, she's like, are you okay? And I'm like, well, I'm breathing. I don't know what else to tell you, but like, I need you to cover for me because you're saying words and they're not registering. But there's definitely like, I used to be a lot quicker and not struggle with words so much, but like, there's definitely like it's almost like it plays roulette or something in my head. I'm like, there's the word I'm thinking of. It's almost. Oh nope, there it goes.
Yeah. Yeah,
Fuck.
I have yeah, the same. Well, mine is from I think too many concussions after a while. Like I've knocked myself out more than once playing sports and shit, you know.
Mhm.
um yeah, car I got well, one was a car accident. One was I fell out of my bathtub. That was bad. Into the vanity head first.
Ooh.
Not oh, yeah, it's bad. It was bad. Yeah. Yep. So, you know, you get enough concussions, like bad ones. Yeah. I also got punched in the face. I used to work with autistic teenagers when I was in nursing school in group homes. And yeah, we they used to be restraint facilities where like we would restrain them if they were being unsafe. And they were kids, so you know, they occasionally would fucking do stupid shit. So we'd have to restrain him, and yeah, got popped right in the face, broke my nose, concussion, a whole bit. Oh no, well I broke my nose, and I also got headbutted in the temple. That was the concussion. That one was bad though. Like I was looking out of a window with a screen in it. Could not see past the screen. Could not shift my vision. You know, you can shift your vision to see through, and then, you know, to shift your focus. Yeah, I could not do that for the longest time. It took a long time to get back to that where I could shift my focus at will.
I struggle with that anyway most of the time.
Yeah, some people are. Well, for me, it was like I went from being able to do it just fine to it wasn't happening. All I could see was screen, and I was like, "That's not good. That is not good at all." So, but yeah, just I think I had just too many in a short amount of time. So,
I'm gonna do this real quick, just because I want you to be able
oh,
to see it.
oh yeah,
Just for all of our friends out there who kind of wanted an
yeah.
update on what's going on and stuff. So it looks like they are still gonna go through. Um, The Election Truth Alliance is going to keep trying. So we'll keep everybody updated as we know more, and we have some things too. So we'll get there one way or another. We're not going to let this die. We're not going to give up. So
No, and yeah, well, like you said, we don't really want to give away what we're gonna do, but I do want to make it stress that we are trying stuff too, outside of this lawsuit.
yes,
They might be more hail marys, but
right.
we can still try.
And we have had not that Brandy is necessarily associated with the Election Truth, but she has for the longest time did a lot of the TikTok updates. Has offered to come on the show and chat with us.
Oh, that'd be great.
And
That would be
and
wonderful.
and Blaine has said that she would be on the show and chat with us.
Yeah, we ought
And
to have.
and so has well, Cognizant, so we could have just a party and get Mel
Yeah,
on here and just have a party. And
yeah. Mel might do it with if Alex and everybody. Well, yeah. I don't know. I've been trying to get her. She's usually in bed by like 8 o'clock though. I'm not even kidding. She's in bed way early.
let's just wake her up. Come on.
I'm just.
I mean,
I mean,
can't
you're
judge.
closer to her. She's in Michigan.
Yeah, I'll go drive over and pick her up,
There you
and
go.
then we'll hang out in their
Yeah.
driveway, and we'll do it on the phone with the camera in the car. Come on, you're in here. What the hell are you doing? It's like,
Like, what's going on? Be like, how did you find my house?
I'm the guy with the supercomputer. Remember?
Right.
I know everything.
Right. Well,
It's like-
and yeah, it's well. You need to talk to her anyway about what
Yeah.
she's. Yeah, but yeah, it's just I don't. To me, like I already. This morning was one of those mornings where I got to work and I was like, okay, and then I literally saw that and I was like, motherfuck. God damn it.
Oh yeah, and
Because you sent that right when I got to work.
yeah, because the other groups sent it out, and I was like, screw this, I'm not doing this
Yeah.
through third party things. I'm looking it up, and I pulled it right off the net. I don't even think it was like technically public yet when I shared it with you guys, but I got special stuff, so I
It
sent
was.
to
It
you.
was 6:12.
Yeah, but I don't know if it posted yet.
Oh.
It usually
probably
takes a
not.
hot minute for it to hit. Like,
Oh yeah. Well,
So-
you got connections.
yeah, I do.
The rest of the stuff.
Yeah, secret. But oh, and I was gonna say too, just to like bring people up to date, um, watch the Don Lemon show on
Yeah.
YouTube. He had Ashley on today. They had discussions, and then they cut it. I don't know if you watched any of it, but like he cut it off when she said she had more information, and he said, "Can I see it?" And she said yes, and then they cut it, so it was only part one. So like you heard all the stuff that we've already heard about the lasers and about all the other things, but he has more information, and she's about to tell it. But I don't know when part two is gonna get released. But
Well, the other thing is that if I think maybe next week or two, we might have some idea about what they're going to do. Because
Yes.
again, we don't want to cause any kerfluffles.
Right.
But it might be wise at that point if they're not going to, if it's a no go, maybe using this place to show people exactly perhaps how such a thing might go down.
Absolutely, we can
Yeah.
definitely do that. I was gonna say something else too. But I don't
We
remember
we
what it
will
was.
have to we're going to have to sit down and really work through the vernacular though.
Yes, I have
Yeah.
something for you guys too to like go over and kind of give more stuff, more talking points, more things like that too. But I would love to have like like we need to do an episode I think on the America Pack and an episode on DDHQ and kind of
Mhm.
explain some of that process and
Yeah.
get some of that information out there because I don't think people realize how intertwined and fully loaded it is all the way from start to go.
Yeah, no, we can definitely do that. We can start doing a lot of that cuz it's cuz at this point if I would just I feel like we should probably wait only until they decide what they're going to do.
Yeah.
And then if they're DOA, then yeah, we'll start talking about what's going on behind the scenes that was discovered.
Mhm.
So that way we can at least try to get the word out there. I think if we do it on this type of situation, it'll go. If we were to post, it will not.
Yeah.
So,
You're not
but
wrong.
yeah, no, I didn't know all of them were down to appear, but that would be great.
Well, Brandy just said something a little bit ago.
Oh, see, my phone is currently
Yeah.
liking our
Yeah. Well, I had
liking this live.
I have the signal up on my screen, so I could turn it off my phone in case somebody was trying to get a hold of me, and it showed up because Jesse posted something and said, "Check this out," and I said, "We will after our show." And Brandy said that if you ever, Brandy's gonna drop an ETA video soon, but also if you guys ever want to be on the show, more than happy to do it. And Raw Cognizant said it might pop in also at some point, and I talked to Blaine separately. And
Oh, is that why Brandy? Were we supposed to invite her? She popped in here and I waved, but I didn't know.
I'm probably just to say hi, but
I don't. Hold on, I gotta slide the puzzle piece over, which sucks when you're doing it with the mouse. God dang it.
yeah, I know get that.
Oh no. Oh, I passed. I
Good.
don't know how.
I have screwed it up before and it worked. So,
Yeah.
I don't know if everybody can do it separate or together later, but
Well, no, Brandy was just in the chat in mine
Oh.
on my, and I didn't realize that we were supposed to invite her in, so now I feel bad.
oh, I don't know if I didn't see her show up, so that was my bad.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, she was here. I didn't realize. Let me see. Oh, I don't know if I can. It's not gonna let me multi-guest her, so
Yeah, she's not on anymore.
no.
But yeah, next time for sure we'll have to.
Well, it's when we were talking about dialysis.
Oh, I'd have stopped for that.
Well, and that, yeah, I didn't. Well, now we know.
Yeah.
If somebody pops in here, well. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, we'll have to do a thing where we because we can't do the co-host, we'll have to just do multi-guests like we did that one day with the three people, and then we can have them in and we can have a conversation.
Yeah, it'd be great to have all of them. That would be amazing to have all of us.
Yeah,
in
just do
the
a
same
big group
space,
chat,
even if it's virtual.
Yeah, and I won't talk the whole time this time.
That would
be better.
I mean, not that I had heard it. I was just like, yeah, kidding. Well, but I wanted them to hear it, and then it's like they're all like, "So what are we gonna do?" And we're like, "That's why we're here."
Right.
We didn't think of all of it. Like,
I got to this part. The rest is on you. You guys have
this
the
is where we are. Yeah, I know.
But yeah.
But I mean, I do feel better about that group versus the first group we talked to. That was. Yeah. By the way, are you still getting harassed about an app or?
I haven't heard.
Okay,
She hasn't texted me at all.
Oh.
Since that first day. Like June 3rd was the last time I got anything from him.
Okay.
So yeah. And
I
I
don't think
probably
I'm missing
won't now
anything.
that everything else happened too. So
Yeah. 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 By the way, I think you said it before that person did too in the other chat.
what?
The ruling.
Oh. Yeah, probably.
It was not the official. Like, I think you sent the official.
I did,
to
yeah.
both chats. Yeah.
Yeah, because they were
She
just,
paraphrased it. I was like, oh, okay.
they were just
Oh, there's the ruling. Okay.
they were posting just what they saw on Reddit or whatever, and I was like,
Yeah.
we need to do something a little bit more official than that. Like, you should whatever. And that's when I was just like 3 seconds, boom, here guys, threw it in the other one. Here it is. Here's the
That's
summary.
when you're just like, oh my god. Like,
I had a whole tangent about a whole lot of things with that and whatnot, and I was like, you didn't even know you could highlight two rows and lock them in Excel. Don't tell me my shit. But I just don't fucking tell me my shit.
I will never tell you your shit. Because I'm the one that's like, no, I screwed it up. Like when we were designing the webpage, I messed it up again. I don't know what I did.
It's fine. Two clicks, I got it back on. You're all good.
I know. But it was like just utter panic for me. I was like, oh God, I messed it up. I've touched something. I broke it. I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's, I don't know. Yeah, that other chat is getting to be more useless by the minute. So
Yeah, I don't really know like what happens in it really.
nothing. Mostly because they kicked the fun people out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It
don't.
used to be more lively, but not now.
And I didn't even read all of the stuff that was going on. Like I didn't. Um, it was funny because like as soon as I saw it, there's so much stupid shit in there right now too. But as soon as I saw it, um, the post go through and say, "Hey, this is what's going on," and that was like the whole Reddit feed, and I was like, I'm not gonna just scroll through this. Like, that's so much work. I am not. It takes so much time. It's under this if you want to read it. Like, no, I'm here. No, no, I'm not gonna try to read it through Reddit. Like, just fucking get it off the internet. God, just So sorry. It just makes me feel like you didn't even take 3 more minutes to do it. Like from that to that. How long did the first one go through?
I was at work, so I was just like, this was me. It was like, oh, hell. All right. When I saw his Reddit pictures, I was like, no. I will look at this later. Things that are not important.
8:34 is when. It was quite a bit later. I was doing other shit.
No, in the one chat, you updated us right away. And then the other one, it was like, oh, yeah. They probably need this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's some
'Cause
presents.
it was like it was basically like paraphrasing, and you're like, no, here's the ruling. You're like, here it is.
Oh yeah, because there was. Oh my god. Yeah.
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 Yep.
In summary, it's literally this one. In summary.
Yeah.
You ain't
Well,
gonna-
and my biggest like I was like the actual ruling. I was like, okay, let's see.
Hi,
And then I was
Daddy.
like, when I got to the last one, I was like, mother. And then when I saw the reason, I was like, God damn it. God fucking damn it.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, so I'm not understanding why they didn't have standing if there were actually plaintiffs.
Only had anything to do with the plaintiffs. The way that it worked. It wasn't that there was plaintiffs, and they didn't even say like the way it was worded is she agreed that there was funny business, but there was nothing they can do.
So what, you don't look up the funny business and prevent it from happening again?
Yeah, basically that it's already been certified and the courts cannot intervene retroactively. Was the because it's civil, because it's under a civil case. If it goes to criminal, other things can happen. And so that's kind of like where they stand. They needed enough information from there to go from A to B. They didn't have enough evidence to go to criminal because Pennsylvania doesn't have the what did I call it? And the other one in Michigan, like Michigan has freedom of it, like a lot more loose freedom of information.
Right.
A lot less things that need to be done through a court order kind of thing. So that's why.
Tabby asked in mine because I think it's I don't know, I'm on the Nova Imperium one, but could it be uncertified?
That's a whole bunch of like constitutional law stuff that I'm not gonna pretend
I
to be an
don't think
expert
it
on,
can be.
but I don't think it can be uncertified like today. I think what they could do is see what happens if somebody was, if it was proven to be done in a specific way where it was criminal, they could be tried and it could be basically ratified to be taken out of the record as they were certified, but they wouldn't be uncertified as in like they just get kicked out. Like it'd have to go through. It kind of
From
like
what
when you
I
get
understand,
divorced and you change your name back to your maiden name. It'd be kind of like that.
from what I understood it to be, it would be removal through the typical means, but we would end up with Mike Johnson
But Mikey
because
has a
his
little
name.
secret.
Well, he might, but I mean, clearly he has multiple secrets. But
But he literally said that. That puts it like if it's proven that he, it's almost, part of me wondered if they were gonna wait to see who they were gonna put in as speaker on our side when we win back the house, to see if whoever they put in for speaker then would just get thrown up as a thought, because little Mikey has a secret, so he's a co-conspirator. He
oh,
basically
no doubt,
he called them out. Like you can't keep your space. If he wouldn't have mentioned him by name and said that he knew about it, then he wouldn't have been complicit, and then that wouldn't have been.
right? Well, who I think, this is just me, who I think the Democratic Party, if they have the cojones and if they had the wherewithal, that they would make that they would elect Kamala
Yeah.
Harris to be the Speaker of the House, and then we can restore the rightful president. But
And I'm not saying that's off the table. Um, I
no,
don't
but
know
I'm
if they'll
just
go
saying,
against the only thing that I have, the only reason I'm on the fence with that is because that goes against the precedent and like the way we always do things, and it's not the way we do things. And I don't know if enough establishments would stand behind that, but we would see. I mean, we could see. I mean, what's the worst gonna happen? They'd say no. You get a
I feel like
basically.
unprecedented times call for unprecedented measures, and
Oh,
at this point, that's
hundred
not an
percent.
unprecedented
But I don't know
measure.
how
But
many establishments will be left after the midterms to get to that place to do that. If there's too many
well,
left.
I think if honestly, if it's going the way that I think it is, you're gonna have like the worst of the worst. So like Ken Paxton will sail through that election.
Oh, he shouldn't even fucking be there. He's a fucking douchehole. Um,
Well, he shouldn't, but that's the problem. That's why we're scared. That's why we're gonna try every means possible
part of me think,
because
part of me wonders if it's gonna be AOC. She tried for
maybe
speaker before.
she would be an amazing speaker. But I would actually want her as speaker, not. But at the same time,
I mean, I would want her
as
speaker,
as
but I
a as
also wouldn't.
a
I mean, like
party member, that would be exciting. But I
if
don't
we're
want to
gonna,
say that because we're terrorists now.
uh, yeah, no. Oh, she would be an amazing speaker. She would be an amazing anything on her way up and out.
Above
Yeah, where she's at now, and
that
I would say
station, yeah,
give her the chance and see what happens. She at least has she gets the struggle, the real people struggle.
yeah.
But also she has a way. Now you have your super cretins that won't listen no matter what, and they're like, "She's the bartender," and the. I'm like, I
Yeah,
don't.
but she's been doing a lot in
But
rural
I say
parts of the
she's been
country.
doing a lot, and she's been
Yeah,
getting a lot.
I saw the same video.
Yeah,
Yeah,
several of them
yeah,
actually. She was just recently
yeah,
somewhere and doing something with a rural bunch of people, and they were talking about they were next to an Amazon warehouse or whatever, and the
yeah.
roof collapsed and stuff. So like, but she does that a lot. Like she talks to people, and they
Yeah,
listen.
she's on live all the time on here talking to just normal people.
Hmm. Yeah, so I think that like she's got a better chance than like I think like I think that Bernie standing behind her and kind of pushing her forward is going to help a lot too, because a lot of those people who were like on the fence before, but are like, yeah, I'm gonna because of Bernie, and I think it'll be helpful. I think it'll help her in the right direction anyway. She'll get less
Yeah.
resistance than. And I hate to say it, and I don't want to be super horrible, and this isn't my opinion, but I could see it. She's not black. Like, she's not white, but she's not black, and I think that will bode in her favor a little bit. I
I
don't know
don't know,
why.
because I
Some
mean, this is
some of those
also gonna
super
sound.
isn't some racists just really have a problem with the extra melanated more than the like somewhat more melanated than the white melanated.
But well, when I okay, so about that, like, and I'm not. I'm. This could sound horrible, and I let me let me just preface
This
that.
is a
But
fine line for us anyway because we are basically
right, we don't like to
albino.
talk about this.
Um,
Right. I'm an alabaster ally, clearly, but right,
glowing.
right. You can see me from space. Yeah, but no, when I look at Kamala Harris, I think probably more like she looks more Indian to me than African American. You know what I mean? She does look more like her mom than her dad, and to me, that's not. I don't know. I don't. Then again, I'm not at all racist, so I can't really. To me, I'm like I
It's
don't understand.
it's one of those it's one of those
But
weird. It's like it. And I think it's probably like that ADHD thing too, because it just doesn't make sense. The
it
same.
doesn't make
It's the
sense
same
to
thing
me.
with like the
No,
Michelle Obama and like the why they're obsessed with her genitals and
I
whatever.
don't get that
It's like I
either.
don't
No.
understand any of this because it just simply doesn't make sense to me why you hate her on X, Y, and Z principle. And they're not even like principles. It's not even like she's morally
No.
corrupt. You're like
No.
she looks different and she laughs, and you're like, that sounds amazing.
Okay.
like
But yeah, like AOC and Kamala are very similarly complected, is what I'm saying. If we're going by that, then,
but
but
I
even then,
but I
it's
don't.
a,
But I see. I think that though. I think it really does have to do with that black gene more than it has to do with whether she can pass as white or not. Do you know what I
I
mean?
don't
Like
know.
because if
Then again,
AOC, this is gonna sound so bad, and I don't mean it to be offensive, but like if she fit the stereotype and had like big hoop earrings or something like that, I would see them being more against it. But
did they
because
not see what she looked like when she lived in New York? Because she wore those up.
yes, but when she shows up to like
Yeah, now
like
no, but
congressional things, she's dressed in a congressional manner, and she does. It's like the whole code switching thing. Like, depends on where she's at. It depends on how she sounds when she speaks, and when she gets into a crowd with a bunch of her people, her people, our people, everything, and she's talking to people who are there for her, you can hear the preacher sound in her speech pattern. Like it changes to almost like a southern Baptist preacher type
AOC,
cadence. Yeah, I was trying to think
huh?
of the. Yeah, like you can listen to her talk. Like it gets very like almost like Martin Luther King esque. Like you can hear that cadence, and it's a religious cadence, but like you can hear it. It's that on the pulpit in front of the people. I talk to the people, but like in Congress, it's less. It
See,
doesn't
I would
matter.
get that vibe more from Kamala than from AOC.
I mean, I could see it either way, but I just don't. I don't know. I don't. There's a weird line. There's a
Well,
weird
Kamala
line.
actually reminds me more of Barack Obama, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
Like it's more that the intentional pausing, like and
Yeah.
it's not like it's a bad thing. It's like it's almost like
I think before I speak, I
they're
miss that from a
choosing.
president.
Yes, exactly.
I'm
Like
choosing my words carefully. Yeah.
right, I'm making sure that what I'm saying is not going to leave anybody feeling like they're being
Yeah.
construed or picked on or whatever.
Yeah. No,
Kind of like
I just
Barack.
mean like no. She does like when she gets on a when AOC gets on a roll, she definitely gets a little like
I think you just think of like I think of like Martin Luther King, and I just think of like the resonance in his voice, and then you think of AC, who has like the polar opposite of resonance in her voice because her voice is so much higher.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no,
But
I don't know like
I can
tone,
see what you mean though.
inflection, and cadence. Not
Yeah.
not like the tone, like
No,
not
no, no.
the
I know.
I,
It's just when you're comparing the two, you're just thinking of two people on just total ends of the vocal
yeah.
spectrum.
Yeah, no, and I'm just trying to figure
Yet
out
I
like
do
a
see what you
way.
mean
I
though.
don't like. I don't know how exactly to explain it, but I don't.
No, I get
But
what you mean.
I don't. I
I
think. I
do.
think that there's like. I don't even know how to word it if that's right. Like there's levels of racism, and for whatever reason,
There
the
is, which is
Latina,
weird.
the Latina hits fits in with the whiter crowd before like the Middle Eastern, Asian, Indian, black people. Like for whatever reason, like I don't know if it's like one of those like like the paint swatches that are like different colors and like oh you're closer to this side you fit in, but like some races people like they don't discriminate as hard against the lighter skinned Mexicans than they do or Latino people than they do like as that color spectrum keeps going to the darker more melanated. I don't I don't know how to explain it, but like you can see it in Ted Cruz situations. You know, like if you pass, it doesn't bother him as
I
much.
mean, he passes is like,
Count
you
Chocula?
know, yeah. I was about to say is a member of the Adams family, but
It's not even. It's the Munster. It's the dad Munster.
yeah, yeah, it's the Munster. Yeah, that's what it is. But
But I mean, like,
yeah,
you know what I mean, though. Like, I don't for what I don't know what it is. I can't explain it. I'm not there. I
I
don't
don't
live
know
that
because
dream. It doesn't make difference to me. As far as I'm concerned, to be honest with you, like the more cultures I can experience as a human being, the better off we
hmm
all are. But like,
oh yeah,
everybody has such cool things that you learn and stuff that they pass down
hmm
and all that shit. Like we miss out and like, well, wait, when people are so scared, like white people are gonna take over. Like, why are you scared of? Like, do you want your food to just be bland and to not have anything for yourself? Like, what is this?
I'll
Like, we
never
don't.
understand that because like one of the busiest supermarkets here is Jungle Gyms, which is an international market.
I don't know. And I like
Like, come on, man.
my mom's side's Italian. Not that you could tell by
Yeah.
necessarily looking at me, but like we're very food driven, portly. But like that's how I associate a lot of culture, like because you teach people how to cook your
hmm
culture and you do things like that, and there's a whole like it's a special love language with food or whatever. So it's like all the other cultures that want to teach you all about their stuff. Like yeah, show me, I'll learn it, I'll do it, we'll do whatever. Like the more experiences you can have, the better. We can do it with anything. Honestly, just don't throw your religion in my throat, and we'll call it even. But like everybody's got such a cool stuff, and we've got
hmm
like nothing like as white people. Like, and I'm not like
Well, that's
not
where
like
like
Irish people, like people who are like literally just white. Like Stephen Miller is literally just white. Like,
yeah,
like
yeah.
I've seen darker shades of eggs or
Well,
something.
and that's where it's like that's where like for it depends on where you live too because you can say that about Ohio, but Cincinnati's got culture. It's just it's white Germans, but I mean you look at the architecture, you look at all the festivals we have. I mean, we have the biggest Oktoberfest. So, I mean, it's like it's different, versus other parts that celebrate like I'm trying to think what's another city that well, I mean, Chicago has, Chicago and Boston are big Irish cities. So it's like each of them have their own little flavor in a way, but I feel like assimilation has kind of really gotten us away from those cultural norms. Because like you go to like Indianapolis is just bland as fuck.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like where I'm used to having like a culture and your city has this and that, and you go to a place like Indianapolis and it's just black and white. There's no variation at
Hmm.
all, really. You know what I mean? At least back east, there's different varieties of different cultures.
Yeah, and I'm not even, and I guess it's not even like I said, not even like the Irish people, and not even like the German people, like people who actually represent and like actually do things, and they're like more culturally like about their heritage. That's
hmm
fine. Like that's not. I'm talking about like most people who are like live in America cross that are like
Yeah,
white
they
don't
don't have.
actually celebrate like anything but
No.
white, and
Yeah.
like they don't do like you don't name 5 holidays that are like specific or like 5 rituals or like normal. I don't know, like the rituals is a weird word, but like things, just culturally things that are passed along. Like it's not as deep as it is for like other
No. No, it's
cultures.
not. It's not.
In America, we lost a lot
Um.
of that with that melting pot mentality. I think we lost a lot of it, but I don't know, like we learned, and I went to a Catholic school, so it was even weirder for me. But like we learned the phrase melting pot, but like our teacher pushed on us, like, don't become a melting pot, become a salad bowl where you can see each ingredient it's
Yeah.
separated, and America is the dressing. It
Hmm.
ties us all together that makes whatever, but like you don't want to separate out people's culture, like let them have their cultures and their differences. And coming from a Catholic school in the early 90s, um, kind of surprised to hear that, but like thinking about it now today, but I think that was maybe a lot of that got lost because we didn't really want to talk about a lot of that culture stuff, like because we were just like culture. American culture is just work till you're dead.
Yeah. Well, and like I've seen in different pockets, like around the country, though, you will see like there are still Amish people. That's a culture. There is still. It's a religion too. I'm not saying I can that it's great. I'm just saying it is.
Yeah,
It's like
that's like
it,
that.
it exists.
I want to see the colorful parties. Like I
Yeah.
want to go to the
Well, but what
Amish
I'm
people. Like that's super.
right. No, but what I'm saying is like even like when I was living like I
Girls,
keep
this
referring to
Zeke's
back
churning
east, but it's
butter again.
true. Right. But like like where I went to college was like the weirdest mix where it was half Puerto Rican, half Polish, and you'd be driving through New Britain, Connecticut, and all of a sudden you look up and everything is in Polish, and you're like, the fuck has happened? Like
Let's
literally,
do
this
the time
everything.
warp again.
Apparently, the liquor store's name is Monopoly. Like I don't know, and it's kind of like they have like their own kind of acrylic, and you're like, I don't know if that's an R or the letter pi, but
Hmm.
I'm gonna go down this street. So, and then the other half is Puerto Rican. So you could be in little Poland and you could roll your window down and you'd hear
Hmm.
anywhere in New Britain. So you're like, okay, like
Where
this
am I
is
going?
this is fucking weird. Yeah. And then like, but you could go to other little towns and they have a different cultural base. I mean, there's a lot of Italian people sprinkled through and there's a lot of pizza places, but you might have a like the boroughs of New York were set up like that. Like there's a Jewish district and a Irish district, and that's how when people came here, they assimilated that way by starting their own culture and branching out. But I feel like the forced assimilation that happened in the like late 19th, early and 20th century is what did it in because before you had different ghettos and you had different areas where people lived that were in their cultural wheelhouse. You know what I mean? Like in Cincinnati, there was a Jewish district. Now there's not anymore. I mean, there kind of is. Amberley Village is still very much a Jewish neighborhood, but certain other areas, no. Like there was a lot of the Germans lived in Over the Rhine. That's why it was called Over the Rhine. So that's where you see that's the where all the food places are now, all the little hipster areas.
No, it's like
But it's the oldest part of the city.
yeah. I mean, we
So
have like we have different places like that too, different villages, different little areas. Like we like call it like
yeah,
old
it's
Polish village and things like that. Like we've
yeah,
got little places. I mean, we're not as big as Cincy, so like we're not gonna be nearly
right,
as good, but we still have like
right.
little areas and stuff for like little pockets and whatnot around here. And
Yeah.
actually, it's like one of the I don't know if we had
Yeah, because doesn't Cleveland have like a big? Is it Polish, or
I think I want to
is
say
it Greek? I don't remember.
Spanish.
But
There's a
there's
lot of like
there's a lot of
Latina culture that way. I don't know about like Greek.
I forget what it
There's
is, but
quite a
it's
few Greeks around here, but there's also a lot of like Indians and stuff too. But that's from like the Middle Eastern area. But that would by because I live right by like the University of Toledo Medical College, so it was like a teaching college. So
oh
there was
well,
like a lot of
yeah, yeah,
we had a lot of culture in our neighborhood just from that. But I know. I like. I think like, Cleveland had like a lot of different pockets though too. Like they had different areas where everything was a little like there. Cleveland is so confusing because like you've got so many of the surrounding areas that aren't Cleveland that everyone just when you ask people they're like I'm from Cleveland, just because people don't understand any of the surrounding areas either too.
Yeah, I
So
wouldn't have any idea, to be
um
honest. I've only flown through there like one time.
yeah, it's a big
Yeah.
place though. Like there's a lot going on all the time in different areas and all that other fun stuff. But it's pretty big. But um we have like I don't know. It's weird, but we have the one place that I can think of around us that's like specifically like Latinx area. Um, the mayor at the time put up a water fountain, and it's supposed to look like clouds that's raining, but it looks like sombreros.
Oh
And I'm
no.
like,
Oh
but that's the
no.
same dude who decided like when they were talking about like building the I think it was like Bax Global at the time, maybe DHL, one of those. They're about like putting in a car basically like a cargo airport, not too far away from like the Toledo Express airport. And they're like, well, we just built all these new places around here. Who are we gonna put in the area? So like, just put the deaf people by the airport. you, Cardi Finkbeiner, you dumbass! You can't do that. Yeah, for real. It's in Trivial
Okay.
Pursuit. Like it's in like the edition of Trivial Pursuit. We made it. Good job.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see if I. Yeah, they were great.
Wasn't there like a balloon debacle or was that Cleveland or
That was
Toledo?
Cleveland a long time. That was years. I don't think
Yeah.
I was necessarily born yet.
I don't know if I was or not. I just remember seeing video footage of it, and it was like a colossal disaster. Like so many, like there was like a plane crash or something as a result, or like distress.
Yeah, because they went
Mm.
all up, and then like it was starting to block.
That's why I love that we live in a swamp filled northern Florida, basically.
Yeah.
Also, well, I guess we're in the northern swamp. Is what we should call it.
Yeah. Oh, here.
Got the
Let's see.
swamp life.
I'm gonna do this again. See where if I. Oh, I gotta download it first. I hate this. Is the stupid
And I just
part of
picked
this.
this. God dang it. Oh well.
What'd you do?
I picked a thing open. It's like I'm trying to get it to not bleed, but it's bleeding.
Don't bleed. I gotta show you this real quick because it's funny.
Hold on.
It's not funny.
Okay.
It's kind of funny. Are you ready? Oh, it's
Uh-oh.
pixels are too high.
Shoot, dang. My child is downstairs on my husband's bed. That's gonna suck. Ah, crap.
You have to go get her and do stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, but show me this picture first, and then I'll hop off. Cause, like I said, my spouse is working night shift right now for this week, which is that's just so much fun. I'm so glad that we're doing this. He drives a truck, by the way.
That's insane.
Anywho,
Yeah, it won't. It's not gonna let me show you because the picture got too much. Let me read. I'm just fucking with settings so I can get it to be less.
anyway, so, it's just throwing me off that he's working nights because I have to like tomorrow. I mean, I told him I was gonna be here probably all day tomorrow to make clips, but, what was it? The rest of the week I got to try to be out of the house because he's got to try to sleep during the day.
Yeah, well, how are you gonna do that with your?
Child?
Yeah.
We're about to go do stuff. I don't know what. I mean, the problem isn't anything other than she will not leave him alone. That's the problem. Because he's been working two jobs, he's not been home as much. So when dad's home, she's like, "Oh my god, dad's home," which I get. I totally understand. So, and because we have such weird schedules, we don't sleep in the same room. Me and my spouse. It is what it is. It's called getting old, folks. I don't know what else to say. You value sleep over other things eventually.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's like we have a king size bed, so that makes a big difference for us. But also, depending on what moods the dogs are in and what they're doing, we one of us sometimes sleeps on the couch and stuff just to make it easier because I'm tired of arguing with. Max resolution is too big. I can't even show it to you. I
Oh,
can't
that
like change it
sucks.
as my background and do it because every time I try to like change, like just show you, it won't let me like do it like I used to when I did this. You're like not seeing a damn thing.
Nope.
And I knocked over a bunch of shit, so
Yikes. Oh, that sucks.
that's okay.
But yeah, no. He texted me that the child is down in his bed. I'm like, oh, God. Because we don't even sleep on the same floor. Mostly just because the room I'm in, we were going to plan to have our kiddo in here in this nursery, and we realized this room is tiny. So we were like, this is not going to work. So he was like, I'll just sleep downstairs because he gets up in the middle of the night to go to work sometimes. Like his job, his start times vary. So he sometimes will get up at 2 or 3 in the morning, and I'll be goddamned if you're gonna wake me up in the middle of the night. Like I probably just fell asleep. So,
I just sent it to your like your phone to see if you
okay,
can see.
all right.
I was like, I
Let
gave
me
up.
see. All right, all right. Oh, okay. What the fuck is this? That was the
That's the fountain. That's
wow, the sombrero fountain. Wow.
that there's clouds. There's no reason. That doesn't even look Mexican now.
They look like shrooms, but sure, yeah. Or sombrero. I can see the sombrero part though. Yeah. It's the bumpiness.
Yeah, look
It's weird.
don't look at the one all the way to the right. Look at the other two.
Hold on, good lord, we were popular during our show today. The one to the right, yeah. What the fuck? Yeah. Wow. Yep. Yep. Either like a weird cowboy hat, not quite a sombrero, but
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. It's insane. But yikes. Oh, you told them that we would take visitors. Oh, shoot dang. I didn't know. Oh
Yeah,
no.
I said we'd take visitors, but I didn't. I thought they would like let us know. That was my bad for
Oh,
not being very specific.
that's okay.
We'll chat again.
Yeah, we'll have
Now
to
that
tell
you'll
them.
have your
Now
stuff
I'll
figured out,
know.
your stuff figured out too, and we can have them like just come in and request up so we can see it because we can't if they don't, or let us know ahead of time and we'll make sure to go in
Yeah.
multi-person mode instead of
Yeah,
co-host
because
mode.
I think we can switch, but I don't think anybody's on right now. Anybody can look, but because I thought they had to ask to come up.
See,
I'm looking to see who's. Oh, why would she take? Okay, never mind. I think it's just us.
yeah,
It is. Oh no, Alex isn't even on. Nobody's on. Yeah, because the people that are on are people I don't know. Not enough to like be like, come on up.
yeah, good. It's fine. We can
Yeah.
figure it out next time. And
Yeah, although I have to say, well, if we're gonna we talk about some quick drama on the TH, that's still unfolding.
oh yeah,
Uh, yikes!
it's still funny to me that yeah, because Lima Corrigan was on today and said something like on a live, basically she was
Oh,
attacking Lime. No, TH was attacking Lima Corrigan. Lima
yeah.
Corrigan's good people. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, and like, and Lime was like, I just don't know what to do with this because you just won't leave me the fuck alone. And yes, I'm going to call you out on it. I call out everybody. That's what I do. That's why I call the people
Mm-hmm.
I call, and don't act like this is an activism. It is. Like, I don't want to like put words and stuff, but like
Right.
there
No,
was
I
a
saw the
lot of,
write-up.
yeah, a lot of stuff. So
Well, and I have to say, like, I ended up blocking TH. Like, I'm not trying to start shit or nothing, but I can't. I just.
I did a long time ago because I got sick and tired of hearing about the Aaron Parnas stuff. And like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, you can have your opinions about Aaron Parnas and whatnot and everything else that goes on, but like, what Aaron Parnas' personal life is very different from like why he's on the
Yeah.
um here, like on this platform specifically, because he is breaking news, like no political affiliation, no nothing, honestly, breaking the news as it comes to him or as he retrieves it. And the only reason he doesn't cover some things more than others is because he's got that legal mind. So until it's fact, it's not going to be covered. So like there's still things that he won't talk about because he can't legally cover it in his head because it's not
Mm-hmm.
fact. So like same thing that he was talking about some of the other stuff with the Epstein file stuff. He's like, I can't really get into it because it's not fact. I'm trying to break factual news. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but she got like all in on him more than once about all this stuff, and like then started talking about like, well, you know who his dad is, and it's like that's his first
Mm-hmm.
pin post anymore because he got tired of it coming up. He's like, yes, I know who my
Yeah.
dad is. Yes, I know how I got here, but that doesn't stop the fact that he was basically like past law school real young too.
Oh
Like,
yeah, he's like a prodigy.
yeah,
Yeah,
that was
he's
the
a
word I was looking
genius.
for, but I
Yeah.
didn't want to like. I wasn't 100% sure if it was like official, but yeah, like past law school and
Yeah,
all
I
that other
think he
shit.
is because he skipped like 2 or 3 grades. I mean, I think he meets the actual criteria for that
Yeah, so
because he graduated like something ridiculously young.
yeah,
It's like Sheldon Cooper of law, apparently.
yeah, but
Yeah.
like that's where my brain goes with him, and I don't think
Hmm.
he has any specific. I mean, he clearly doesn't like this regime, but I don't think he like. Oh, I don't know, like the whole Palestine thing. I don't think he's. I think he walks that fine
Well, I
line
think,
because of what he can and can't say
yeah,
in general, but I also think that he very much is like no genocide because he's covered enough stuff to say that it's a genocide. So I don't understand what the big deal is.
I think it's just because he hasn't denounced uh, Z-ism, and even though I'm not saying, I think there's a strong connection for some people with a certain faith and Zism versus, in other words, like what's going on in a certain government does not reflect upon the people
Right,
necessarily, as we can now tell. So, just like in the case of here in the States, I think we can draw similar conclusions to those who inhabit a certain place that may or may not be real,
right,
if you know what I mean.
right,
Right. So, yeah, I think that's what it is. And unfortunately, I think that is part of the problem. You know, if somebody is of a certain faith, like in other words, like you could identify as Christian, but you're not going to denounce one side of the Catholicism versus Protestant. Like you're not necessarily going to come out swinging that way. You know what I mean? Like
right,
that's the way I look at that. It's kind of a very similar situation in Judaism, and it's like one of those where it's like, okay, cool, but he's not saying he is or he isn't. He's just breaking the news.
right.
Like I that's where it's like I think it's a false equivalency, but I think it's just we have to be careful too because people are picking up that those two things are the same thing when they're not.
Right. Yeah, I think
Like
like that.
yeah.
Like I think I struggle with that too because like what would be xenophobia or anti-Semitic doesn't necessarily mean you're against people who have the Jewish religion
Right.
or culture.
Right.
Like,
There's absolutely nothing wrong with the average person who's Jewish. No, absolutely not.
so
That's
I just
not
think
the
that like
that's not the vibe.
I think that like it's a stretch sometimes when we especially when it also impacts people's careers, like what they can and can't say.
Mm-hmm.
Like technically, we're not even supposed to put in our email signatures like genders or anything like pronouns or anything like that. Um, just because like that's like the company policy, and like like there's like a lot of PC around some things, and I was like, I do ask, tell my have my boss ask questions about it. I'm like, I don't necessarily, my name is pretty straightforward, but I also work with a lot of people from other countries that don't have
Mm-hmm.
names that are like, Tom, Dick, and Harry, as an example. And sometimes it's nice to know when you're talking about them what gender they prefer to be referred to, because I can't tell by any of the said things above, and you get on phone calls and you don't know who you're expecting to be talking to.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just at this point, it's like the same thing. Like people put pictures in their profiles and stuff for their work email. Like I like to be able to see the person and know who I'm talking to. It's not
Mm-hmm.
why we got to make it a bunch of 10 things that it's not. But that's kind of the way I feel about. I don't know. I don't. I never saw him as that. I guess it never like registered that way.
No, it didn't really for me, but until it was kind of until that person, there's a couple other creators that kind of got on that bandwagon, and then it kind of was repeated by one or more that this was in fact the angle, and I was like, that's not really truth. Whatever, like, uh, it's one of those where you're like, I don't know if I should weigh in on this at all. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I don't know. It's one of those weird places, honestly. Like I can't. It's not. You're
Well,
right.
I
It's
think
one of those things. Like it's not our place either. But also, it doesn't affect what he's doing. Like it's
no, it
so.
doesn't.
Why the fuck are we focusing on it? Like find
No,
something else
but
better to do.
I feel like it's unfortunately just like what we're seeing in a community like the LGBT community. It's that basically they're trying to paint people into boxes. So to somebody who maybe isn't quite as educated or I guess I hate to say worldly, but true, it's true. People are going to associate Zism with Judaism automatically, and then you cross into that. It doesn't take a whole. It's not a far stretch before then we're really saying anti-Semitic things because we don't understand that there is a fundamental difference between Zism and Judaism. Whereas it's just kind of like people always group trans and intersex together. They're very different.
Mm-hmm.
Yet we end up in the same party. You know what I mean? Like that's just how it goes. Like you know what I mean? Like just like we, Catholics are Christians, but there are fundamental differences between both.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. I just feel like it's a slippery slope, just like with any of those other marginalized communities. You get into a situation where the problem is this particular, you know, Zism that's happening that seems to be with a very similar path to a certain mustache man from the 1930s. Seems to be on a very similar trajectory, only the opposite. Anyway,
No, I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's
anywho,
just.
but yeah, and I feel like it's not a far leap before then we're taking steps violently towards people of all that belong to, in other words, that are associated in the same umbrella because they maybe have the same faith as people that are of the extremist versions of themselves. Like it'd be like saying all Americans are MAGA. Same thing.
Yeah.
We know that that's fundamentally not true. It's the same thing over there. Not all Jewish people are Z people. They're not. They don't believe in Zism.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, and I guess kind of in theory more than like I just don't understand the jump sometimes. But that's probably the way my brain breaks things down very differently than other people's though. So I'm just gonna let that just be a thing on its own, I guess. But I don't. I see why people think of that stuff, but I just to me they're not they're they're not equal, so they're not the same. It's not
Hmm.
an automatic.
No, no, but I see where it backslides into anti-Semitism in certain ways.
Yeah.
But also, I think people like TH have to be careful because you can spread or you can start. You can. In other words, you can think that you're starting something that's a good thing, and it really could backfire into something that could be kind of hateful.
Oh yeah, that's not a
That's
question.
more what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Like I think that's unfortunately how that went, even though that may or may not have been the intent originally.
Yeah, that's not a question there. I think that's they thrive on chaos and discontent and all that shit.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I just wish it was easier, like to get people to stop and like we're supposed to be on the same team in that
Mm-hmm.
way. So I struggle with that a lot. With like I think I said before. Like I just for as much drama and bullshit as you cause, you're kind of just a plant at this point in my head.
Yeah. I think there's a couple of them.
Yeah, I do too.
We've talked about a couple of them, but well, in the chat.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, we've had problems with the certain ones because, and honestly, we'll just be sitting over there, playing with our Legos. You know, I feel like we were the resource room kids.
yeah,
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. But anyway, and then then one of the popular kids has to come up and snatch our Legos, and then
yeah,
somebody has to say, "Hey." It's usually Mel that says, "Hey," with the F. Why are you snatching my freaking Legos? That kind of thing. So yeah,
yeah. And I know that there's quite a few of them out there that just refuse to believe.
yeah.
Um, I struggle
And
with
actually, if any of them would believe, it would help. But
right. And I think one of them that I don't want to say his name because I don't want to give him the time of day right now, but like it's a bird,
does he?
and
Yeah.
I
Does
think
that say does he have a mullet or?
yeah, and I think a lot of that is because of that. Also, the same ND thing, but also stuck in that law mentality. You're
Mhm.
not guilty unless you're proven that way, and everything up until this point has always said that it is X, Y, and Z, and so it's always X, Y, and Z. And not enough people dig into the whole system to realize that the three layers that need to be compared are never and have never been since beginning of time. So, but if anybody knew that, I think there would be a lot more like a lot more people raising that giant red flag because what do you mean it's not compared across the board? Like it should be confirmed across the board. But what do I know?
A lot. A lot.
Not enough.
Hmm. I just wish we could find somebody to do something about it.
We're getting there. We have time to set up that other email tonight.
Yeah, I can try.
I say if you gotta
I
go to bed, you can do it tomorrow too. I just want to.
Yeah. I mean, I can after we get off of here. I can for sure. Like, give it a whirl. Because I have to reset up because I got a new phone. So that was the problem. I need to take a picture of a QR code or some shit. So
I
had to
just
have
didn't
my
know if there were.
computer.
I didn't know if there were limits on how many we could have. I thought at one point there was
I think there's something like I think there is, but I think we're way under it. So
like 10 or something.
it was something like 5 to 10. I think we have like 3 or 4. I don't know. So
I said I was gonna. If not, I was gonna use mine, but then it just links it back to like my stuff, and then that just gets weird. And
well, I think your part of yours has your name on it, so don't. No, it's gonna come back to me, but that's okay because I don't really know anything, so they're not gonna get very far.
I don't really know what the fuck's going on.
I don't know what. I don't know. And I don't. I mean, I do know, but for law purposes, I don't know your actual name.
It's true. It's funny
Yep.
because that's a whole sidebar later. But I guess Blaine like grew up around here. Like we were in the same neighborhood at one point in our
Oh, that's
early
cool.
early 20s, hanging out in the same place at the same
That's
time.
actually pretty
So
cool.
like we
Yeah.
like totally had a whole conversation about it, and then because I asked like, "Are you from
Me and
here?"
her have the same birthday too. Isn't that crazy?
That is fun.
She's the other Bastille Day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like literally, we're at one point lived down the road from each other, like on
That's
the same street.
crazy.
Wouldn't have known it because we were probably both like piss ass drunk because we were. It was like college where we lived at the time, so like we literally like probably passed each other a million times and never knew it.
That's insane. That is crazy. A small freaking world, man.
Yeah, because
Yeah, because like I think most of us in that chat are from Ohio.
it's yeah. 'Cause I was
Yeah.
said something about being like really close nearby, like when we first got in the group chat and stuff, and I was like, really, what the hell are you doing over up in this roundabout area? Um, she was like, yeah, I grew up in blah blah blah. We had like a whole sidebar and like days long chats about like the neighborhood, but like literally we maybe she lived across down the street, but like her best friend lived on the same street that I was living on at the same time.
Oh wow. That's very cool though.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
as a whole thing, but yeah, it's fun.
Well, it's just interesting. I mean, you know, I just anymore. It's like I feel like every time there's an election, I'm almost embarrassed to be from here. But you know, what are you gonna do?
That was the other thing I was thinking
It's
about too,
northern swamp.
looking up also was the Sherrod Brown stuff. Bernie Moreno.
What do you mean? Yeah, that would be interesting.
I don't know
think
if anyone
that
ever
definitely.
digged, but I think I want to. It might be one of
Yeah, I
those
would.
next deep. After I'm done with this deep dive, and then
Right.
done building the three things that I'm also building, because
Yeah.
I'm still fixing and getting that checker going. I've got sidebar stuff with Dylan, and then I'm building my wife an app too.
Well, it's just I don't know. I think yeah, I'll set up that email and then we'll start putting our plan in action and at least then we can say we did something that's so much of this has been basically so at least in 10, 15 years I can look at my kid and be like I tried.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I tried everything I could think of.
That's
That sometimes might be the only thing I can contribute.
yeah. That's where we're. I mean, I'd rather be the
Yeah.
person who tried something.
Then did nothing.
Yeah.
It's just it's so hard right now to build like a giant signal to get out to regular people. And it's just that's it's like it's so frustrating because I feel like if people did know the extent to which we have figured and fiddled and looked, I feel like there would be genuine concern amongst
Mm-hmm.
the people.
Yeah,
You know,
100%. No, that's the other thing too. Like, one of the last statements that I put in all the things that was like, you know, other people have had concerns before. There were concerns in 2020, um,
mm-hmm.
and there were concerns in 16, and whether they were legit concerns or not, some people at least had their day in court. But I think that at any point, if any American is questioning things, then it needs to be taken into consideration from a country standpoint. In general, what can we do to make this safer? Because every single thing that you can see is nothing but, oh, this didn't pass, or this didn't do this, or this person owns that, or that person owns this, and they're all friends with this guy. And it's like nothing is like we should make it. Our machines and our stuff should come from like Switzerland. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it should be that neutral, that everything where nothing is tied in with anybody, another party, on anything else. Everything should be checked by somebody else. Everything should be like it's just not done that way, and it's especially with the polarization that we have right now, we got to do better. We're never going to get out of this if we don't do better. And it doesn't matter who you did your thing for, whatever side you want to win, or if you decided not to. When you do, it should count, and that's
Yeah.
and you should be able
Yeah,
to prove
absolutely.
it. You should be able to prove it,
Yep.
and that's the point.
Yeah. Yep. Like I've been saying, I could give two shits who you vote for, just that you keep the ability to do so.
Mhm.
And that it counts. Yeah, it's sad because I feel like it's just so, it's overwhelming. But at the same time, I feel like I don't want to sit on whatever. So even if we just have to come on here and talk to the void, then so be it. We'll just have to do it in code.
Right. Right.
So
I think work.
Yep.
Something else we can work on too is like trying to figure out the best way. Since we had a group meeting and
that was kind of, I was a little disappointed that they had no ideas as a come on, guys.
I don't know how much people necessarily understand to know how to go and explain that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's really hard to.
I think we're going to have to take the lead and start. Because if we can together explain it, like in this kind of context, then we can make clips from it, start spreading it around.
Yeah.
I don't know. Either that or it's going to be like a PowerPoint. Either that or we got money for a billboard. I don't know.
It's funny because I had that conversation, like, what all do we need and all that other stuff, and I was like, do you know that, like, a P.O. box costs, like, $30? It's like, there's so many things we could do with other things.
Well, we could get a P.O. box for the show, and technically it is, we would be representing the,
Yeah.
as we did not, you know.
Yeah.
Although we did miss our calling because we had probably a moment in time we could have really like played up the Guy Fawkes masks and stuff.
It's not over till it's over. That's all that matters.
Could have come up with a new one. We're the unconsenting. We are governed.
There was that one. Like that one.
Expect us. Sorry.
I had when you were all like, oh, I really like, what was it that you said you really liked? And I tried to make another like sound clip of it, and it sounded very like, maybe that's not the theme we're going for.
I don't remember which one it was. Like, I don't know.
It was supposed to be something that was like, oh, because you said something like, I lost his name, but like the talking part in Thriller. And so I tried to make that, like, take that.
Oh, yeah. Vincent Price's part.
Yeah, and I try to make that part and make like the part like that says about our show, and it was very like I didn't want it to be demonic. I just wanted it to be
We didn't want it to sound like Ben Franklin's ghost. We just wanted it to tell us how governments operate. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think maybe next week we will see if we can get some friends on. See if we can have a little hangout time.
We can get a powwow, and then we get a group chat, and everybody's showing up, and we can do what we need to do, and
we can spread the word.
Yes.
Yeah, we got to do it that way. The whole panel of us.
What do you know? Nothing. I really honestly don't know nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have the FBI sitting outside my door, I think, soon. That's all right. They're
Check in
really
daily.
Upset. I will. I'll start checking in. Oh, I will. I mean, that's how it's going to be found. I know. Unfortunately, remember how I told you my okay. Just a little moment, because I know you're not as big into astrology. No, don't get me wrong. It's not for everybody, but the reason why I've been tracking it is because I couldn't figure out how or what something that goes down happens. Well, the first domino dropped when you sent that this morning. I was like, well, there it is. It's like, okay. Well, hot start. Now I know how it goes. Okay. All right. Well, shit.
Yeah,
But
it's not that I don't. I just don't know. It doesn't. I can't get it to stick.
what?
Like you could give me like the weirdest chemical equation and it will get stuck in my
Oh
head
yeah,
and I'll
yeah,
get
yeah.
it through.
No,
But like when I
it's
try to
because it
do
varies.
astrology, like I can't get any of it to stay in the noodle. It just goes okay, there it goes.
As long as you understand the houses, it makes a little bit more sense. And well, like the major ones, like your first house is who you are as a person. The major next one, second is how you deal with money. Third, not so sure. It's not that really. It's not really that important. Four, four is your family. Um, seven is like, so it's like your kids kind of a situation, or your extended family, where like your house, seventh house is like your actual like your relationship with your spouse. So it's like partnerships, that kind of thing. Eighth is death, rebirth, that kind of thing. So it gets like your 10th house is what you're supposed to do, like what your role in this world is, what you were built for, kind of thing. 12th is like your subconscious, or what, you know, things that Don's 12th house is probably like a McMansion, because that thing goes deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in that 12th house. But yeah, 11th is like community. So 11th house would be like the group chat. This would be like an 11th house type of situation. It's just once you learn that part, then you're like, oh, okay. Yeah. Like 6 is like your health.
Yeah. I
So,
just like when
it's
people
just-
stare at like your whole chart and it looks. And,
Oh, I
like,
can't read that at all.
and I'm like,
No.
what do you? And I get it that it's 13 o'clock and things go into places and things intersect, and it's like, why do everyone? Some people's charts look like they just all globbed into one spot, and like other people's look like it's big and it's minor, like in 3 different
Because
corners, and it's like, what the fuck?
If they have like a bunch in one house, then that usually is like a stellium. Like I have 4 planets in my first house. That's a lot. Like that's a whole lot. So that's it's part of why this is in the in other words, the intersex thing is actually very much a fourth house, like a 4 stellium situation.
Really?
Because I have Pluto. Pluto is the one that here's the reason why I'm like legitimately scared. I have Pluto in my first house, which doesn't sound that bad until you realize that I'm one of those people that just has near death experience upon near death experience. Like I'm one of those that just I'm alive, I'm dead. I'm up, I'm down. So some of them do that, but I have Jupiter, Mars, and Saturn in there too. It's a fucking party. But having all that in your first house, those are very physical manifestations. But yeah, it all has like different shit, and some of it applies more than others, and some of it is just how you read the chart. So it's very subjective. There's very few things that are set in stone in astrology. But I've been watching it because each time the timeline shifts, something shifts in it, and I'm like, what fucking changed now? So
I'm just trying to like. I know that I had like Pluto and something too, but
yeah, Pluto will ruin your day. Pluto is basically just forced change. That's basically what Pluto is.
and I have like 3 in Aries, which doesn't surprise anybody who knows me.
Yeah, I'm an Aries moon. Also not surprising. So like your sun is like the core of you, and then like your moon is like how you are emotionally. So the Aries moon thing is like, oh, so that's why I'll flip a table over and punch somebody out. Got it.
It's like
Noted. Yeah.
Aries is my sun and my 5th house, and then I have a Leo moon, a Scorpio rising. Aries is in Mercury, and then like Scorpio is in Saturn and Mars. And like I had to write it all down because like I couldn't ever remember it and how to keep it straight and like what I'm supposed to do with any of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like,
Well, you sent me your stuff. I can look at it sometime. But yeah, it's so basically your rising sign is the mask you wear. So you seem mysterious and like deep, but really you're just an angry guy
yay!
who likes to be the center of it. I'm just kidding. Aries isn't really that angry. Aries is just the one that'll, well, to a degree. Like in other words, like an Aries, like I'm an Aries moon, which means like I'm like more like that mama bear. Like I don't even think about it. I'm outside trying to fuck a teenager up who's breaking into my car.
I just
Like
still might want
not
to.
even a thought. Just like who's in my car? Like I can do anything. My little 5'5" size, not that big of. Like I'm not that intimidating.
It's still funny to me when I saw like you literally like just ran out of your house like fuck this kid, getting him.
I did. I was like, fuck it. Yeah, not even a thought. Just nope. Straight mama bear energy. I'm the type that would flip a car over if my kid was stuck under it. That's me. Yeah. But
I mean that's fair. I mean
yeah,
you wouldn't really want it to be any other way, honestly.
right. Right. I mean, I'm never going to do anything to anybody unless there's a very good reason. Like you've got to mess with me or my family before I'm going to do anything to you. Cuz that's how Aries moons roll. But no, I'm a Libra rising, which is like I give like chill vibes and balanced and meanwhile I'm a Cancer and an Aries. Not at all balanced. Just illusions of balance.
I just sent it to you with the pictures and all that jazz.
Yeah, I'll look at it cuz like
It's
I know you sent it to me before.
really the whole
Yeah.
doc. It's got everything.
Oh Jesus, yeah. I don't really know how to read all this, but I can look at your houses and tell you.
Well, look,
Uh,
look. It's
oh
like I only
Jesus. Okay.
everything's in weird places.
Okay, so you're
A fucking hot mess. Yeah, you can say that.
No, Sagittarius is in your first, and then Capricorn in your second. So you probably don't spend a shit ton of money. Capricorns are usually very disciplined, so
It's so funny.
no. Do
Um,
you?
well, because I'm also ADHD, so I think that off balances it.
Oh, well, yeah, that just negates all of it.
But my wife
yeah.
is super ADHD and also a Capricorn. But like she is in control of the finances because it's better that way. But I will not spend anything on myself. But don't.
Okay.
But I will go ham on like everybody else, like all the
Yeah.
time. Like what? Why? Go get yourself that. Who cares? YOLO.
Right. Yeah, like your fourth house Pisces that's your family. Fifth house Aries is creativity usually, so that's fun.
Also, I'm creatively angry.
Apparently, either that or you use your creativity to process your anger. One and two. Does that sound about right?
Or like building like a whole app system
Uh-huh.
and whatnot.
There you go. Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say building a fact checker to basically take down a yeah.
That fits
Mm-hmm.
in so many words.
Scans in my book. Yeah, like well, and it's like your 10th house is what you're supposed to do with your life, and like your north node is like how you're supposed to do it, kind of thing. Like my north node is Cancer, but it's like I'm supposed to teach through speaking, public speaking, and shit like that.
Oh, look, like you're doing here.
Mm-hmm. That's actually a lot of the reason why when I started studying it, I started living my purpose. You see how that goes? So, and I'm, yay. But yeah, I mean, so like Pluto is that's Pluto is one of those planets that'll ruin your fucking day. But your Chiron is like your wound. So that's like the thing that like my Chiron is in my 8th house in Taurus, which apparently so basically it's like endo is my Chiron. It's the thing that I'm going to have to deal with for the rest of my fucking life. That's kind of one of those, like, some people have mommy or daddy issues, some people have health issues, that kind of thing. My whole chart is very physical. Like, everything that happens to me is all physical. Like, I have the phenotype that I'm going to physically change from female to male, that kind of thing.
So my Chiron is in the same place where it says descending. Is that right?
I'm
In Gemini? In the seventh
Hold on.
house.
Ooh, that's your partnerships. Is where your wound is at.
Well, that's fitting.
Yeah.
And what about
Yep.
true north node also?
Yeah, your north node. Let's see. So your south node is everything that like you've done before. So like mine is like Capricorn. So like I've been quiet and chill. That didn't go very well. So this go around, I guess I'm annoying and loud. I don't know.
That's funny. What's mine say?
So I'm trying to find the Chiron. I don't know where
Mars.
it is.
It's in mine's in Sagittarius. Oh
I
my,
don't know that much about
it's in
Sagittarius.
my Chiron's in Gemini under the seventh house with my true north node.
So it's probably about speaking about your relationships and that kind of thing. I don't know.
That's yeah. A lot of people who read it and stuff say there's things in there about like family. How did
Mm-hmm.
they word it? Like a lot of my guardians are like family, and my like life um path is kind of like they know I will finish whatever family thing we're supposed to do or whatever.
That's my role too. I'm the cycle breaker. Yeah.
Well, I,
I think when it comes to like your north node too, it's like how you're supposed to break the cycle or if you're a cycle breaker or which it sounds like yours is. Like whatever negative behavior ends with you, correct?
that's yeah, that's what they kind of
Yeah.
negative behavior cycle break, but also like to um break the cycle, but also to like finish a quest. Fin-
So what you would want to do to figure that out is there's draconic charts and that's like the shit you inherit, the karmic debt. Like my whole thing is a karmic debt. That's why my life is fucking shits and gigs over here. Mine's karmic. So I get to take out the trash for the whole family. So, yay.
like,
Thanks a
thanks
lot,
a lot.
assholes.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but mine, my chart is very complicated for astrology because I have the four planets in the one in the first house, and then I have, yeah, like I'm one of those people that is built to just be destroyed over and over again. So like I have Pluto and Jupiter. So Jupiter always saves, but Pluto rebuilds. So I'm like the literal phoenix signature. Like I will nearly die constantly. It's a good time. 0 stars.
I'm tired of
Like
this,
when I get sick, I
Grandpa.
get very sick. Yeah. It's not good. But yeah, it's that's just how it goes. But it has happened a few times where you know, where I've had like more than one near death experience. So it's just yeah. It's interesting, but it's also some of it is very like if you just stick to like the houses and stuff and you're like, oh, that kind of is cool. Most people it's just a relational thing. Most people don't have super complicated charts. I just happen to have one that's fucking complicated. So, cuz I had but I think that's because like I have a lot of karmic debt and when you look back at my family tree, there's a lot of people that owned a lot of people. So, I have a feeling that a lot of that is why some of that some I wonder if it doesn't pay it forward after a while.
Well, that could be, yeah.
I mean, epigenetics is powerful. You kind of wonder how much history plays into like modern day besides just learning about it.
Oh, I'm
So,
I'm dead convinced all this stuff. Like it's all I don't know. I
the,
feel like a weird relationship with all the stuff because I want to know so much more, but like my brain won't let me just retain it for whatever reason. But also like I would love nothing
put it
more.
into put if you go to AstroSeek, you can copy and paste it and you can put it into AI and it'll interpret it for you. But when you do that, you have to be open minded. It's not gonna it's gonna tell you like generalities, and for most people that's fine. I just, like I said, have a really fucking complicated chart. So it's like, so why do I have this and why is this? Because it's almost like, like there's certain people's charts you can look at and be like, oh, you're here because you're here to do something. You know what I mean? Like you're here because you have these special talents that you shouldn't have. Like that means you're probably here for something bigger. Some people have that, some people don't. Some people have that and they choose to ignore it.
That's the other thing. Um, that I hear a lot. Like a lot of people just ignore everything, but they don't know how to move on because they don't really understand that that's what they're supposed to be doing or whatever.
Yeah. That's why it's not a bad idea to look at it, but I just had no idea that I have such a complicated chart because I probably would have never started looking. But it has helped me figure out that I just got to embrace the suck and just because that's like there's signals even in my chart that I was never going to stay in one gender or the other. So, which it happens, So, at least now it's one of those where it's like, oh, so it's completely through everything. Okay. All right. Well, this was definitely not going to be avoidable. So
Yeah.
more than one way. But yeah, but that's why I was like, oh, so that's how the next adventure for me starts. So it's all right. It's what I'm here to do. It's how I look at it.
Yeah, I just would love to just hear from like someone who's big. Not that you're not big. I just was like,
Mm-hmm.
I always have had that like I've always wanted to like talk to Gia or somebody and just be like, tell me about me. What do
Oh,
you
I've
see?
actually I've actually messaged her before. She's super nice. She'll answer your questions if you have a direct question. She will.
Yeah, I've had
She has for me.
I had
So.
like a lady that lived around here that told me stuff, and I didn't even know who she was. He just like walked up to me and started talking to me about stuff, and I was like, okay, cool. And then like found out later that like she's well known. I was like, oh well, I didn't know that. I
That's
thought she
cool
was just
though.
chatting. She's like, I just read your energy and needed to tell you a bunch of stuff. I'm like, okay.
Well,
But people do
for
that
me,
with me on like a regular basis, so I just didn't think anything of it at the time.
oh, yeah. Well, you're just probably that more approachable. I'm
I
not
I have
usually.
that like super generic face, but also like um old people and like kids and animals are like drawn to me. So like I'm
Mm-hmm.
used to just people coming up to me and like telling me all their life secrets and like walking away. So I just was this lady was like, "Oh yeah, like all the time." But like little kids and I'm like I look like, me, but it could be really creepy if little kids were just random, but like little kids in stores will like Missy and I were in Barnes and Noble like 2 weeks ago, and this little kid just came out of nowhere, like through the aisles, was like hi, and just screaming, and was like play hide and go seek, and was like doing stuff and like hiding and like running, playing and laughing, and Missy was up front and I was in the back, and I was like, I'm sorry, like kids just do this to me like all the time. Like I'm not offended, but I'm not creepy. Like I swear, like as her mom turns the corner, like starts looking at me like,
Oh
this
yeah,
is the
yeah.
guy you're playing with.
Mm.
And she's like, that's kids always like that, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay. And so like, just kind of like walks away because it's like I don't want to be creepy. And Missy was like, that little kid found you, didn't it? I was like, yes. They do that all the time. Like we'd be in stores and Missy will be like see a little baby and she'll do like the whole hi and like won't do nothing and they'll look over at me and you'll be like, and like I don't know you. You can't just ask some
Yeah.
crazy guy with a beard to pick you up. That's weird. This is how rumors
No.
start. Let's not do
Right.
this.
Right. Right. Well, I mean, I'm like that with animals. Dogs do that to me all the time. They're like, or cats too. They'll be like, we love you, and I'm like, okay,
And
I'll hang out
it's
with the dog anytime.
it's animals. I have had
Mm-hmm.
like farm animals, like just like best friends. They're here. I am right here. Like this is my cow now. Like when I'm not leaving, Bessie and I are best friends. Um, old people all the time. Old people like
Yeah.
they'll just walk up to me and like old ladies just walk up to me and put their arm like around mine and then they're like, "Oh, you take me in my car," and I'm like, okay. Like I wasn't doing anything else. I guess I wasn't here shopping or whatever.
Right.
Like just you just found some guy and was like, this is the one. This is the one who's gonna take me to my car. Like I'm gonna get. Missy's like, you're gonna get kidnapped one day by like an old person. I was like, or an infant with a
Maybe.
goat or something. Like
Nice. You and your goat pen.
it
Now I
is.
know what the goat pen's for.
Yeah, see.
I just like that text. You're like, then my goat pen fell apart. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? You have a goat pen?
Yes.
I was like, okay.
It's the
All
weird.
right.
It's the weird. Like they must have had a garden or something over there because like it grows like insane anyway. But the
Mm-hmm.
little gate in there, it had a little gate to get to it, and so we just called it our goat pen because like that doesn't lead anywhere, doesn't do anything. It's just this place, and it's just overgrown with
Right.
shit. Oh my, we have to trim it down all the time. My kid was like the last 2 or 3 times he cut the grass, he didn't do it. It's on the other side of the garage, so I don't like go over there to look all the time. And I looked, and it was like this tall, and I was like, "Oh fuck, we need to do that." And I was like, "Dude, you were supposed to do that like the last 2 times you cut the grass. No one told me." Like this is the same argument we have every year. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, "Well, I need you to go down and do it before it gets like real bad, and I gotta call somebody to come down here and like get a
The
rescue
varmints
team
out.
and stuff or
Right.
something, and or like hire an Amish person who's got a sickle or some shit to come out and fucking deal with this shit." And so he went back there and stuff, but he didn't really like. We got to keep the gate locked because the dogs will go in there and they'll fuck with shit. But like, there's bunnies and stuff
Mm-hmm.
under there too. But
Mm-hmm.
but
We have that
also
problem.
the other side that's like up towards the front of the garage isn't like they built a spot for like to hide your trash cans, but it's not big enough for the trash cans, and it's just open. So like, if the dogs get through there, they can just like run out if they pushed it over. And I
Mm-hmm.
just didn't want. I mean, we could have. The little one, I'm not worried about, but the Great Dane, she could push it over real easy if she wanted to.
Right.
And I would see is the Great Dane pushing it over, not realizing, and then leaving it, and then the little one just running because that's how things will
Right.
work. So
Yeah.
he went to open it, and he just like tore the whole gate off. Like the whole thing came off in pieces. Like
No shit.
son of a
Yeah.
bitch, this is what I got. I was like, Missy and I specifically did everything on Saturday so we could just chill on Sunday, and it was Sunday morning. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm so mad right now. I gotta go build a gate. All this bullshit. And as like I got my one more piece to go, and it just like starts thundering and lightning and pouring, and I'm like, it's good enough now. Just done.
Goat pen check.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, when you're like, yeah, it's just freaking terrible that my goat pen fell apart. I'm like, I'm
Yeah, my
sorry, what?
I forget that it's not normal normal conversation, normal knowledge that we have one. And it's
Oh, you know what it is? It's because I was complaining about putting my pool up. I'm like, man, I put my pool up. I picked the hottest day, and then it was like 2 days later. You're like, man, my goat pen just completely fell apart. I'm sorry, what?
you've got goats? No.
So I was like, that's awesome. I love goats.
I wish I had goats. I have too many animals now. Like 3
Right.
cats, 3 dogs, 2 adult teenage boys. That's plenty of
Yeah,
animals.
that's like an animal right there.
Oh god.
Well, speaking of animals, I need to go peel a child out of a bed.
Yeah, I
while you're
understand.
upstairs.
I gotta go to bed too. It's late.
Yeah, I
and
gotta do that too.
work
I'm
tomorrow. And
yeah. So hopefully next week we will have guests. We would have tonight had I realized that was what was happening. My bad.
yeah, we'll
Um,
definitely talk to people and plan it a little
Yeah.
better next time. I was
Yeah.
not paying attention, and when they
That's
jumped in
okay.
and stuff.
You're
But
all good. It's all right because after this morning, I was kind of like, I don't even, just
I was real bad today, up until like an hour before we started.
yeah. That took a lot of the wind out of my sails, and then just work sucked. So but I'm off the rest of the week, so that's a highlight. But still, I don't have to work until Sunday. But
That'll be nice. My wife's
Yeah.
power is out at her building, so she's been working
Oh.
from home
ah, that
yesterday,
sucks.
Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday she works from home anyway. So like she only has to go in for like 2 days. So it's like,
Mhm.
but and I don't know. I like it that she works from home. Like we get to chat and stuff throughout the day, so it's kind of nice. But sometimes it's like But my morning schedule's a little thrown off because she doesn't have to leave, so she's doing things later, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I just need to go. This is my pooping time. You need to leave. This is my breakfast time. You need to leave. And I'm real grumpy in the morning, so I'm like, I gotta do my things in my order and don't fuck with me. It's like I
Right.
just need to get them done. But
Right. I feel you. It's like when I hear Josh in the shower and I'm like, of course it's today. So I gotta get up at 6 a.m. You know what I mean? Like it's never fails. It's not a day where, we're not gonna be up. No, it's always the day that I have to work that he's like, let me just slide in here. I'm like, please don't. Please don't.
today's not a sliding day, son. Keep moving.
Mm-mm. No. I'm like, ah, because yeah, same thing. I'm not a morning person at all. Like, I'm like, fuck this. Why am I awake? Like,
Yeah. I
yeah.
was like, I get up and I like get the dogs breakfast and stuff. Like it's like the first thing I do. Like get them all going, and then
Mm-hmm.
do stuff. And it's like I'm always like battling around people, and the kids' schedule has changed because they went from high school or school in general to like adult job life, and now they've got different times and stuff that they do it at different days of the weeks and stuff. And it's like I just need this much counter space so I can get the dog food, because as soon as I get them food, because then I can go and do this, and then I can do that. And it's like you're ruining my counter space. Move along.
Right.
2 more minutes. You saw me here doing this stuff, and then you put the bread right in the middle. Just leave me alone. I'm grumpy.
Right. Right. Well,
Yep.
I gotta go peel a kid out of a bed and then try to figure out tomorrow where we're gonna go. So.
Yep.
All right. I'll see you. See you
y'all
guys.
later.
It's been real. I don't even think there's anybody in here. So
It's all right.
yeah. All right. Bye bye.
Say ya, bye.
See ya.